politician realizes that longevity in office is not the solution to African problem, that is the day Africa begins to realize their potential. The day that the African politician begins to remember that the electoral vote is a charge for them to deliver on health, on agriculture and education, that is the day Africa will begin to know her place in the world. The day the African politician is liberated from the chains of greed, that is the day that Africa will realize her potential. And I say all that because it is not lost on me that one of the reasons why Africa cannot unite is because we have become so used as politicians in Africa to our little countries where we are treated like demigods. And because we too, we who are the led, we have treated our leaders as demigods for too long, and they now are conditioned to believe that they are gods. The African politician is perhaps, with due respect to them, Africa's curse. The day the African politician realizes that the occupation of political office and political space is one of servant leadership, that is the day Africa will begin to move in the right direction. The day the African politician realizes that the occupation of public space and public office is an honor and a privilege, that is the day Africa begins to move in the right direction. The day the African politician recognizes that the occupation of office is not one for the privatization of public wealth, that is the day Africa will begin to move in the right direction. The day the African politician recognizes that they do not have the monopoly of wisdom, that is the day that Africa will begin to move in the right direction.
Minya, nobody can define corruption in their own terms. No, corruption is corruption. Whether bribe or giving, ninyina a corruption. You don't go for an event and expecting the politician to give you money. It's bribe, it's corrupt. You have to get it straight in your head. Uko event, nipana moska, scar of the man for what reason? Lolofe, nibano. We are a politician, so you have to know this. And you don't come and justify to me say bribe and giving. It's all corrupt attitude. You don't take it so that you'll be able to speak your mind freely. Because it's a munyana as journalists, you've been compromised. You can't speak your mind. Because Minister Wema say, Chief Director Wema say, they are corrupt. It's a because boy a corrupter. You have to understand. We are corrupt because you don't go to an event and expect the host to give you money. Other now company now they don't pay you. We are peace effort. We are whatever corporations now I will call an event. They should have paid you. Why do you have to go to an event and expect the host to be giving you money? Why? And you can't tell me that a bribe and they're giving. They are all corrupt practices. Nobody does that. Yeah, now Mokasa say you share journalists here and I say you share abai work a year. I just don't understand it. We are journalists officer you jai do your own job. Why see can you have a journalist? And as a why see can you have a for Obi or abai. For what reason? You just quit, you do your private job. That's it. Nobody forces you to be a journalist. But you can't go in there expecting kickbacks, and they're corrupt. Obviously, you enjoy a quit. But obey so man you bribe. Not because it's a what you know, you enjoy a in 2% baby Kobiano, when you're going to be channel or show. And then I'll keep on saying this, and your mobile corrupts are copying my dad, my Jesus and Beba, because that is what you do. Bebembo Kubiano, La Sula Lankwana Moya, Mojo left, Namojo right, OGMPP, Namoji NDC, OGNDC MP, now GMPP MP. Nina, you take it left and right, center, backwards, whatever. It's because I'm a corrupter, you just can't come and defend it as if it's more corruption is a secret. And yes, secret. Everybody knows. More corruption, more Ghana, no. And yes, secret. And your rocket science, I will be enemy. I dia obi ehu all the time, every day moje. And then the no go say time. Mumpo na you actually go there and go and solicit for it. You just go and ask for it. And you say be depends on the mamu. You some of them ask for it. Into more corruption in the air time. You don't come and give me this audio telling me how to justify your corrupt attitude. It is not up to a journalist to define corruption. What I say? You are no journalist in India. His son say that is their daily bread in Intino. They would like to justify it regardless. But media, as an outsider, you go anywhere, you take money. That is not your paycheck. And you what you mamu obusumake to your Canadian mouth. That's a ujisika, a corrupt practice. Any giving is a bribe. Any bribe that you take is a corrupt practice. When MAAME catch all woman justifying anyhow they want to justify it.
Abusia for mamu nyina ema mo atase makwa ba ha ye memman enti eye neat 100.9 FM. Ene eye ya wada July bosom da to so aduonu emienu emfiempi mienu ene aduonu baako. They say you're 2021 you spend 203 days ewo mo say aka 162 days and a one nanu mu ansana afi 2021 ye dia kwawie ye na sana fo ya aka dia make kanchewa ne say make impact on somebody's life. Tuanamo bi ede fa so bebre obi ede sere beto obi ara tuanamo bi ebetimi ayi obi afiri na ho hiehie mu enwene ne asabe obi dia ye wo ho enwene saade no enwene yaye bi a wafam wo de amani ensiso mu ani nyene na kasa me de meye bibi amasere abobia no ayo hawa diso abi afiri obi so edisa wo ya sa na obetimi aboa yesem edimpa eye esene ahonyina ya de bi asada chibu ni hono mo nipa ebe kai no de abode yeah, fa kwanya so aka mo say da so e covid no emu o mo amoya mo niam biara na achese mo ntese se be odogo bi nu abe no covid no e da so ho new variant na aba ne se afra na delta variant na sa delta variant ne se spread fast pa and this first one na e ba ye no that new variant delta variant no was here spread papa dia ba ko pe e na betimi aye e de twitwaje ho eno ani safety protocols na ye mpanyufo de amaye no omade me so betimi edi so ta hohoro won safa samna ye hohoro nsu a etene ase e bia be fa bia me nua hye nose mask no wate na wonim nipa wo kwa akohia na se yade no obi so oni bie ye ntworo mo ne mama so e na ye hu bibie ne ho a kire se nipa wo bei o yade ni bi wan hwe ye da wo be you no smas na to no say oh we dia bibia ni ho fan ko si sa da no sa bre no emu e na aba ko hia yade no e ya bembe wo mo enya bie na nyame adom mo amo mo ho ato wo mo no bembe wo no mo nka mu asem fa nkere wo Besa wa safety protocols in this so ta horo on such no masks social distancing fa ye adwuma o alcohol based hand sanitizer so fa ye adwuma wate na de fefa on sound especially say wako so surfaces be emo say de wutimi de on sa eguru wanim ne ade ne yesrew ya na wa ma ate aba fom kra de timi edi we so finchi mu a ebeboa ye papa so manfo ye boy ye ho ban na ye boy abusua so ho ban bi Mamen comment here says enhwemu akoso amato dwasa wo US of A memu a wo mo asese wo mo nya covid no ebie no emu be 85% new variant no delta 1 no new variant no kan hunu say spread fast papa Etin church na yempanyufo ede ban ya hyase na no one da so ho no mo edibomode so beji so letimi aboa ye Abusia production crew ya crowd headed by Joe Damia Dumagjeria say Ajuma etuetua na fefrema abankro Womada Roma enombo michido mawie ma me de me menti dwumade ye de abrewo messages ubetimi edia fa Facebook live ye neat 100.9 FM live o de fa hono mo beken kan brese fatem edia maw untimi ne sanso so a ubetimi dia fa ye WhatsApp line no so 0503721744 0503721744 and also breast sefatam we bɛken kan nyina e de ama o yesere wa daroma okwa no like no wa share ne kama e de amayen na yenhwe covid no updates kakra eno so abemu e gaga wi ase nyina covid-19 yade yi e ba ye no na chese wi ase nyina ne bepem sa bre enipa 192 million na be last week ya na meka se enena 180 something they say yatra one ye ko ye no ye keka ko 200 million eno no they say enena 192,991,042 ipadodo a efi se yade ne hyase wo mo enya bie emu 4,145,878 ena wo mo ato nananom ewo ensie do wo mo enya bi o muti ye yi a wo mo ho ato wo mo a they say wo mo sankwan dewa 175,481,447 yeba Africa ebibrem ha yembo nidi kan boy na wiase nyina yeba Africa echichim African kwa nipa 6,386,790 ena yare ba ebi aka won nipa 161,156 ena afemu ahwere wo mo enkwa ena wo mo munya bi wo ho ato wo mo 5,576,378 yemra Ghana ekuya Ghana so fi say yade e hyase enipa 99,160 nipa 99,160 ena yade ba ye wo mo enya bie emu 815 ena ato nananom e won se do ena emu 95,221 wo mo nya bi nanso adom bi abradom so ama wo ho ato wo mo a wo mra so ka te asefo ho esi ama no gu so ameka se Ghana ha open nipa dodo a yade ni bi eti wo mo mogya mu a ehwiri kanene nambe 800,000 ho ba bi o say yade nam 3,124 enipa 3,124 ena yare no ebi da so ewo wo mo mogya mu enti wonim nipa a wokwa akohia no esremo pa wonim nipa wokwa akohia no wonim ne yatworo ewo no ho wonim ne ewo no ho eti ya na washo mask no social distancing fa ye adwuma hage ne atu ye ne nasefo no asumsam kane nasefo no yesremo oma yentwa so oma yemfa mra wieye krakrakrakrakrakra na etimi aboa ye krakra ye ho no na ye boa akrakra ya ndofonom ene ye busua na me fa kwanye so amu akwaba e de aba 100.9 FM so me menti ena waso egu a otie no midin e de MAAME BIAMAH AKWAFO betimi afrɛ me BIAMZ 1 BIAMAH brofo dem ma me gada woman soldier ni nyina frɛ me a meje so kmak betwa me hotawaba na me ba pepepa ye de kanawu eba eniema bi ekoso eniema bi koso titru ye nwumasua aso ye na education sector honomo ye ba behwe ahoboa na hyehye pa ya ye ewo education sector e de ama people with disability and persons with disability etimisraw enko edame ho abasisi a me ba pepepa ebedi nkobo.
See the president on the road to Hamile, a terrible road. And when we got to Hamile on the platform, on the stage, I was privileged to sit next to him. And Ghanaians are listening to me. And I've already said that may God forbid that I, Kwesi Amakwata, drops anything from my lips. That is not true. I'm a Presbyterian. I'm a strong, proud Presbyterian. And I know what Presbyterian means to me. I'm a Presbyterian. On the platform, after driving on the Hamilton Road, terrible road, when we sat down, President beckoned to me and said, "Minister, did you see the road we traveled on, the towns, and the condition of the people?" I said, "Yes, Mr. President." He said, "When I was in my car, I felt like weeping." He said he felt like weeping when we were driving on that road. This is the President of the Republic. He said, "That is why anywhere we go, I don't want to go with a helicopter. I want to experience and I want to drive on the roads." The President of the Republic was saying, "I felt like weeping I am directing you to work on that road. He said he felt like weeping, President of the Republic. Today, my engineers are here. That road to Hamile is done and brought to bituminous level. It was done by one of our best contractors in Upper West, Ghanaian, PW Ghanaian. Today, go and see that road. One after the other, all roads in Ghana will be fixed.
Yeah, if you understand, demonstration be by we are a democracy. Demonstration be by not with the Crawford. Fan Crawford, you train on most of we are specialists in managing demonstration. You from form police unit. On one case, Mr. Jordan Parinana, Mr. Mohammed Al Hassan, our IGP Chum, and Osman, so Uncle Danny, former armor car squadron. I would depot on Dan international accepted crowd control management police unit, friend form police unit, and Okoye Sajman. So on San Confessor unit, not making so say, Obe Shamo Dane. Ama Oma Peja Muma, every region be a FPU bako, a beboyan. But near to one say, oh, make it as a Ghana for GDIO police muna a sotino. Ranko from and Simon Muso. Dr. Dampare Obia Onimibia, a deba quite one while, Untimin Flu say, he's a very principal person. Or GDC idea we be ye. Not OCN ye, not or GDMO Nukumu say a bay and one obey. At the end of the day, the results about because say, but you bo not mean Jundi. So, young man of quine. After IGP position there, me say, Akunyano so what we are, and the realities of life. And our yes saying, our ye good, or ye bad, or ye now, or ye, Nina, the good and the bad and the ugly, ye can we are. Okwatina Kunyano Sua, you are the Inspector General of Police. A human the one name. Obinaka, what not cast here and not Petra Yama, ya boss starter, Karnas Packet, Tiasunenko, Yinatim. Your mom payman said driver or the other cop Jojo.
Especially patrol team no new areas no any available man because the old IGP no yehuni to that police for high in 2 months e don't apply hono moji chop money e hono moji mo credit o drive aka bi bi na police attack you diska fofo no aba no o hwe mayen
nyame adom se odu anoko a oni nyame nka no hono nko tena sidimba ni wa be de hunu so gina na nan se doctor na adwumu da ho nti o bayi ya ntima mufu na ngasa ni ni ahoto am robbers no ni sere ne pa o ma ne nkrofo no wo mu o man no mu to o magu man no no ma aboye ho ban
no na bira meti breaking news say the man acting I go police peri fi na police ni no awro Natalia no it would that che no ofufu sa ne mani ma nyina ye unprofessional na GPS sa ne mani nyina ya bambo musu no and say o say ade boy for no adosu tie so expect say obema skit my tight.
So President Ankasa Hwedi no say no babi ade na koduru da me hia moja foforo me hia adwen foforo me hia bibi foforo abeti mama enkanya aba adwuma no mu ma eniji aba ma mrantie na sora ye because numbers no enye kura ye wo numbers no ho and I nominate Dr. George Akufuru Dampare. Say, on be IGP in the acting position. Now, if he say, Obia, I say, we should all applaud the president for doing that. And we should also pray for the newly appointed acting IGP. Say, Oba, on fana soon to form na, on build the team, Obetini, Adia, Juma Magana, for a Sorana Pa Yensru, Adisa Yensru, Yakwadaso Yensru, and no, the major thing,
yeah, kana wu na edru so no ye de ye nkan wo ye ka tena se anopei me ko social media kakra na me hu se I think one of the NPP serial callers adane benkum so ankalato ye fa kwenye so na ya mo ne na busua nyina yakọ Ayara hosampa se odofo betimi afre mu saa Nansen se de se be owo no akwa yeye no se bi etinsurumu ankasa Edie ma ankalato ene na busua ankalato abusua ne namfo no maye MPP serial callers ku amo ho na ye fa kwenye so ama munyina shedin wate Eden ya ensumeko nim ya pa na so ye be ne den aba beka nipa wa bebata nipa Eti mo bibia shede obi a woni mankala to bia owo yakofa ha obi abra wo ye ma shede why Na se na midi kan eti ho kire mo no se na ye hwe challenges a omanfo a wo mo edidem wo mu nipadua kwa bi mu wo mu fam e wo ye nwumasua aso ye honom na me mama abakosem kakra bi na abakosem amede mama no enie July bosome no ne da ne to so aduasa baako e won fie pimienu ani dumienu emu July 31 2012 ena Ghana ye be toso 119 omanya ye ne ye toso 119 a ye United Nations Convention on the Right of Persons with Disabilities ye etuma na se ye tumu prekope eno achi ene ye say yari ataso ebenya nwenta so honhom nti no the friend inclusive education no ebeye bi e de ama wo mu a edidem e wo mu nipadua akwa ebe ho sa inclusive education policy ye adopt ye ene ye launch ye in the year 2016 ene ye nya support every UNICEF na botai ba kwa na esi ani so ne se ye behwe na enwumasua ho hyehyɛ ne ade atimi adane ani kakra na eso abamfaso ama wo mu a sabi edidem e wo mu nipadua akwa bi ho afei yesa kotintim prata bia yesi ye friend no education strategic plan eno no yesi eye from 2018 to 2030 the year 2018 to the year 2030 eno no be me kwan ama se infrastructure wo mu edidem be hia e wo school mu aboa mo nwumasua timi akọ nanim akade a wo mo de besua de ene ye keka ho nyina no sa education strategic plan yi no be provide sa na me nyina e de amma won ye misi ho se efri me fan say 2012 2016 2018 bepem sabre no tan hyehye ye no e de aye adwuma ana se enko besie ye de ye ratification ne accepting policies na se for the ya de papa dem mo se dru ni implementation a na chese aye nsem bebre aye nsem pi eti ya behwe ne empanyufo ni bi e de ho komo na ye wo leader of Vibrant Youth Group of Visual Impairment Gilbert Ejare Boateng enya no ahoma so eni ni di nkomo kakra eni ni di nkomo e de afa na wa biebie ne mani so a kire challenges a Omo FM Gilbert ya mo aha e mo akwa aba
mejo so
empom te san empom ye de
bibia boko na onso
nyame adom ejiri yese wutie me kakra efa policies bi a Ghana ya jejeji atumu a ebe favor persons with disabilities in the education sector na mo ankasa mo raise concerns bi say education sector mo a wo mo asabe edi dem wo ni padua kwa bi mo no ya to wo mo ajeje mu e de na ma mo kasa
maminchia etiefo a wonom etie ni FM ene ahwefo nso a efi ano se de ewiase eti akoye ni na be fonton tankete so mutumi ehwe mo e wo Facebook maminchia obi na awi ye tiene pe wo hwe ye education system no a free as here make up the lowest level no kindergarten at the primary school at the 12th the bawanim at the bali junior the secondary school at the core a year university MAAME BIAMAH books another entire issue no the nipa mo did them a woman a person with visually impairment no normally the buying at the textbooks any exercise books near the bar especially the textbooks yeah we be a kind of education there the nipa mo did them a woman normally buying and green yam
Gilbert Pepacho what's it from kindergarten ebesi primary ebabesi JHS to senior high school. Se base bia syllabus ye de hu books textbooks ni ade eba. Omo asebe wo mo ye physically challenged ye consider wo ye mfa mo de anka ho.
Sanity pepepe. Enti me akasa me no kasa no me ye one. That system no na mapemu a the University of Ghana for now be dey enya baby sha be dey here. Na the attendance said the name dey kano. Books are buying provided a textbooks ni na ye de eba no. Ebia ni wonu ma emu ba kumpo be hu e be kasa media e bro ya obi a wo hu ade ne kɔfɔ ɔde ne afa so a wɔn nso betumi akenkan ehu deɛ ɛkɔ so nti yɛn abrabɔ ni nyinaa akɔyɛ sɛ ku a yɛkɔ no book kura ɛwɔ hɔ no bi to wo bi a sɛ bi ni gu so na wakan bi ama na bi a wa record ɛde akɔkɔ sɛ bɛyɛ a ɔkyerɛ bi na sɛ ɔpɛ sɛ wankasa wosua ade a no wɔkɔtie saa recording
nti wankasa na wo hyɛ suku ase from basic ba senior high school a wo de kɔ Ekowie University Braille system no government am provide bi amma mo a na mo de besua de.
Maame government am provide bi one craft ya buku de one page kra no ye obero ewu de bi ni wota na de ma ikaya wo kra eye ne sen ya sori se da bi apedie ayeko no ye ntia tie mata asem no engudua enkoso no ene se ne sen ye se aban asa akɔkra ɛyɛ pass question ɛde abrɛn kɔra a wɔn wɔ final year ɛwɔ secondary school na ɔbɛhwɛ last year aban ɛkɔkra baa ɛma nkɔra no ɛyi suuyɛ na ati education sekɔtɔ mbaso bɛgye fie sɛ aban kɔtɔ ɔsan kɔfa saa pass question ti ɛde
ba wakɔ akɔtua kakra yɛ a wɔn de bɛba nti ɛnde ɛyɛ dada
nti last year deɛ na wɔn de baa no maame all the courses a ɛrata subject wɔn de ho pass question baa no ba kokra ni wo mu a omode eye blow form anasa de eye bredi a obi wo mu ade so betumi akenkan ene ase afi we ye ma no ento so mpre no if say the tromi no ebenya ha bi sa ban fa kopa bi wa ba de di odi a na afi we di kan akai aban a fa kwa sa no de pass questions no aba no on fen kan ni nhyehyɛ ho so the bar enye se bi won mo de gusu nkoa na kosu wo man nipa a won nko nyi fra na so mo nyi ho ade so e wo man ni mu ye to aba se bi me mi agreement training so bi tax inti se ye bi aba ye fa ne pass question baba na wo mu a e mu ade de ye fo mo ka situation no ho na se policy no ho ka dia na akwan se as ye fa ne sen ye bibi atwa ebinum ade agya inti wo hwɛ mu a Nima ye request no kwano mami BIAMAH kwa fanya nima bia emu blue the ekenya no pass questions no one really eman ko no etosu minu the see ano meka say said modernity and as say the afi ko ni mu no if you obi a wo mu ade no enye bro nko na obetumi ade ayusu enkora ne bebe na ayusu laptop and laptops no ye wo software dia to so and JAWS JAWS ekata the anonymous at the corner books na na pass questions no ma me best scan na be soft copy na ke web and after PDF when you dey to copy for laptop no so a speech no ebe bua wo am wakan wa bra wo nya se de ko frɛ BIAMAH kwafo na se Nigeria na se na na ya kete se o me wi ma me bia me mo a metumi akan e wo na kofo so.
Oh, okay. Enti last year kwame na mo fa so a mutimi esua de kwotro mo exams.
Last year, me aka said the meeting can catch on. Me we school that.
Enkoda no enketua na ewo mu no.
Enkoda ni bibia me ni obi nkomo ne kire last year no on say ya no no schools a ya to mo inclusive secondary school and schools a ni po mu hu ade ne omo mu ade na di akra. Na Ghana ano the one yeah the decline of my secondary school I know a group and a walk when she Methodist near high no when she if you have the aperture ratings bono is when she and I walk one secondary school and also I walk a typical kind of power typical atoye yes and I also I walk at the Dome senior high and know what the Dome from Mountain and then Maui senior high and also from Mountain and then Ghana National College working now some Korea make comments to me and make us say special studies and our person and then we see how past questions now work of or be answer you no work of funded the no one of them but no other kind of BIAMAH. It is a down look up for friendly panel back at the idea of my bread and I say, yeah, my busy me. That is a hard of past questions and won't share. And yes, you have pretty abroad one of a better to say, be you are. That is here to me and yet the year. Didn't see any extra bank the way near and talk about we near that thing, way near as a BR as soon. I buy more money. na ɔne schools no ɛnliezi including even schools ni nyinaa bɛtumi aboa na aban ama saa contract no na wɔn really all those past questions de ama nkɔraa no na wɔn nso kuta laptops no yɛtumi ama wɔn the soft copy no na wɔn akasa de ato machine ne so a wɔn bɛkan no afebɔɔ wɔn ɛbɛpan kora so agya ama wɔn di wɔn akyi no sɛ bɛyɛ next year koraa no aban ɛnyina sɛ ɔbɛfɛ really bio because questions no ɛyɛ dɛn ɛwɔ hɔ dada.
Issues ya wo raise mo atebo e de akwakoto GS anim
me akasa medical ne say oswafo be dey try no wo Ministry of Education akasa afa ho ya ya no ye bitu a ye letter na nkwan so a ekọ GS but ma me bi makwafo dey think na nke ye mpese ye beduru hakra edikan ansana yatro krata de akoma GS for because we call Ghana Education Service MAAME there was special education unit omo wo ma fedi ne fe enipa di dem wo man mu ko school no wo mo de enso wo be hwete par ye ene san kokko no mo di dem no wo mo so benya aban bibi aban de beba fa ye wo asua ho no wo mo benya emu chafa se be ya san kokko no ye ntwa wo mu nja wo mu wa bra aban etu na mo afa ye adisua ensem ho it is a special education unit no e wo ho that's what want to me who said we and can't happen any Ghana Education Service and not Yankasa, any Ministry of Education and not Yankasa. MAAME na can I say I can who said you won't see ever assembly free because you fear man forecast. I do my good unity was a woman to Sana Mono. So they are buying any sample to one crown and keep the radios right then. I can't want them. There's one end to me, but now some penny for say. Achia ne mu ye no check up the moon 19 ye de yamba you say the need to mama and platform here dey asem to gano aban so be you know tin as from here to one among
because asem way asem bi ya say hia I was sanka officially to say mukoi a vibrant youth group of visual impairment monkamotimi atron official dia kwakoto Ghana Education Service because omo dealing directly with you people with disability in the education sector and I say special education unit one more much officially e de akwa mom say challenge ayen so ye family past questions ye ntin bi e wo either say braille so and I say the other year now software ya now can e ho asemi na nka wo etu ho na mo de amam na say unu obi discussing just like that wo mu nche den how important it is
na no kra wodika na so ye understand Yankasa no na ye nim say aban for past question for aba until say say honorable Okuja told one of the minority MPs and a really who asked them our parliament and no and a ma as the minister kwachi more parliament I think so deputy minister no honorable John in for draw and so babon ebekasa pa ho kakra nti no na twi ya bin say ya no ya nyentem a ban be say past question for aba bia na yes also embreli bi ma yen korai nti yes no na ata aye hwehwe so nti letter na de anam kwan so am no ka say e bi kra na ene e beduru GS4 akache na so no ya pese five pa all the other alternatives and I say akwan hodo bia so e befa so ama aban no ate yen ka no e fa so nti ta akwan hodo no e bi ni ene ya ye ta ho asem e wo meet FM so a say amansai bia betumi ate ye ken including aban no so ye in charge no nti ye say bia we have lost sight of the fact that and on pilot and ye fan for ye try no ya kra na so penise na mdo do on fan nti ye bo ha na ye bo ha
ene mo de bekwa mama mo honye ha na mo fan contem se na e be ya enkoba se mo de questions be ba na afi ye de afa mo ho na mo so mo anya bi apart from visual impairment no other challenges by and people with other disabilities apart from visual impairment no almost FM.
Oh, and idea, MAAME bebree. Ebi say also now we introduce a program okay about infrastructure.
Yes.
Oko schools in bebree especially in no mo di dem awo mo nan no. MAAME ya na dem say won betimi access the infrastructure e wo honom no. Eba no oko universities ahodo ni ase a letter for no ne ye fene say even the washrooms. In Akasamiko University of Ghana, to America University of Ghana, any example. Over University of Ghana, some of my students will Legon. I will call course BTC AKWAFO or nominate Legon or Necom for Nomiadia. Washrooms need to what and yet, but who should need to idea? What did the money now? Said you were 22 form and a deco bathroom, and a mammy. Who should say you must be a spare or pan as any pan and all reaction one. I asked the phone. And some of the lecture halls, one lecture hall, the example, James Scott building, or University of Ghana, Piano, and JQB. I have said twice or better, South saying, now, most of the lectures, on year or now, union more to me and from Sabra, and another, on my airport. Obama, you could do lecture hall. It's a town to come. Yeah, you would be commonly paka enough for Abnantanas for at Nako lecture hall. Into what is a whole thing now you go to now, what do you come near the war? The different emotional, different trauma. I will become just like a year after the war. Being I was now the order will become near the war for lecture hall. As I know, we are trying to want to come one side with an phone. Mammy, one got the most time you probably pop one more head.
I say JQB a year work and block ye. Sasia Hono, a friendly kakra. Because obiti which they can push the person now, but me a climb it. But upstairs, and a beer that will call first floor, second floor, no. Untimi nipanin to me. But now ground floor,
lecture, no. Also, yeah, because of my maybe a macafo, or the wheel, you know. Yeah. That lecture no ever form. School na share the beer course beer venue yeah kwaya lecture. It is a yefa say ma maybe a makwa puti hu mu a. Nye wonti eni ye konyi lecture dey fit our venue no because venue fu for dey kon be na another lecture ever ho no. It in university no after the any say lecture ho beer wo campus yeah year upon sign and na say bi bisa no. Ma me yen provide the elevator keke elevator and after the beam friend left no e wo ho be be asa ni pa no do ho a onya atne mu a ye mia bi so edna kosoro odu ho no ma wakọ na lecture hall what you say nti enka niema bi ho no ma ye pre ho se e pefe ye no o hwe enka niema na enka nya ade bia e mu oduru anya se ade ye difficult to be done enye ade a banka se ne o ye na se ku bi ka to ya obebo kakitwi die bi ha nanso ma me kura se me wo me se akwan se o man na ka se wo mu ha no mo bibia mu no ni po mo di dem ye twa ye ja ma mostly obeti se amanfo ka women empowerment also oba kra se bi only them no ye te ye empower wo na what I adwin oba no so di dem you no need them kra mo so mo pese mo empower no. Have you ever started thought of obia or no your oba no asan kwa di dem it is challenging bebre wo ho no ma me media no so normally my platform but me fa kwenya
ebiana me dia mamu
me mbom wa baso and say my Jerry ne mo platform ne die in fact one of the media houses my opportunity am ya kata wo yen tem pa no and say mo hwa na mo bom abaso because my idea nti amaye tem ni bebre na no ehhehye carpet aka na ehhehye so mi aso ya bebre na kran ye den enim nti ya da ma se mo ma ya akwanyi gusu a ye church nsemu e de etre amafo
and semi dear anu ahye na se mo wo ayi federation e wo ho
problem ni na say ye federation or your Ghana Federation of the Disability Organization and no act no so no your Ghana Blind Union ye wo said union mo maso and the atom so equal your Ghana almost on 9 on standing at yes the wo but equal when no no akwese eduma na wo di no yen ye ku ya ti hu ne say so ye ni because they've not been angry enough. I mean, this men can equip no be anti say o boom fu yi and at on fa pressure ento aban so aban ebe ye ni me bi say aban ye no eyi if you say ku ya me come matter me na o ma wo my more than 20 years e bi kura brota nanso wohwɛ ɔhaw a nipa di dem ɛkɔm ɛwɔ ɔman Ghana mu a maame BIAMAH kwafo ɛyɛ ɔtwe hu sɛ wɔkasa wo kan a ɛyɛ bebree nanso nka wɔn mu ɛsɛ nka ɔmutu anamo ɛhwɛ sɛ aban ɛbɛyɛ nneɛma bi no ɛnkɔ so ɛna one problem so ne sɛ yɛwɔ baako from the Disability Council no wɔn mu na nka ɔman no anaasɛ amamra a yɛntu ɛyɛ 1992 constitution ɛmaa no ma wɔn kwan sɛ nneɛma bi wɔ hɔ a decisions bi wɔ hɔ sɛ wɔn take ɛma persons with disability. Mama me wa onim sɛ deɛ yɛamanyɔ sɛm ɛteɛ no Disability Council no nso akɔyɛ sɛ ɔmanpanin ɛbɛyi de obɛdi anim anaasɛ deɛ meka sɛ chairperson of the Disability Council no ɔmanpanin ne yi no board chairman of the board no so no ɔmanpanin ne yi no ntifa sɛ ɔmanpanin ayi na wode pressure kɔto ɔmanpanin so a maame sɛ ɔkɔda anadwo koraa no yɛde tumi tugu na so sɛ saa akɔra na ɔde na kɔto Disability Council no ɔha adwene dɔ sesa no adeɛ kye ya no yɛasesa wo nti saa nkurɔfoɔ no nyinaa yɛyiyi wɔ mo no yɛatoto wɔ mo nsa de agu wɔ mo akyi yɛ a resi a me ne wɔka sɛ wɔnom ntumi ɛnkasa wɔnom ntumi nkeka wɔnom ho ɛna yɛnom a yɛkuo yi a yɛkasa wɔ wɔfidie so yi yɛyɛ nnipa a yɛde dɛm ɛwɔ yɛni a yɛdi sɛ yɛyɛ youth a yɛtum akɔ school awie university ebi da so wɔ university ebi ɛyɛ law ebi nso so kyɛ ebi yɛ adwuma different yɛfrɛ no sɛn sectors and yɛka yɛn ho abɔ mu a yɛpɛ sɛ yɛma aban ɛte sɛ sɛbi yɛayɛ din akyɛ yɛma amanfoɔ aban ɛde yɛsekan aduananka akyɛ nti afei deɛ yɛpɛ sɛ yɛkeka yɛn ho no aban ho sɛ problems na yɛkɔm bebrebe anaasɛ ɔhaw a yɛnam bebrebe no ɛnyɛ sɛ bi a ɛyɛ yɛfɛ sɛ saa ɔhaw no ɛbɛkɔ so ahɔ nti aban keka no ho na nneɛma bi obɛtumi asɔbe in the immediate ntɛntɛm yi ano ɔmmɔmɔden na ɔnyɛ ho adwuma maame nwa me akwanya de ebi bɛsan ato aso
akakra to aso maame na afefu ano si na yɛmpɛ da foforɔ a yɛbɛsan ato safra mu bio
okay so deɛ tie ba kɔ no sɛ de alpesa ban ɛnyɛ ho adwuma maame no so ɛyɛ adwuma sɛm because usually no persons with disability bebree na no wɔ mind no wohwɛ the private sector anaasɛ ankora dwumadi mu a wokɔpɛ adwuma a yim ekotia because onye hu se dia wo hu ade onye hu se kuta project onye hu se won dia sem no o kise wontumi function ana wontumi nya adwuma no na so nka ban sector na the government sector na ma den ke see fa enipo modi dem a wo bi university because nipa no moto mo beto obekwa kuta fa one ancestral ono so da bi ene onye ta obekọ school otumi akọ school na bi ewie suapon obebe fi nso ma me ne onye adwuma ye ebitumi tinafie ebitumi tinafie mi nsa enfie mi no onye adwuma nye nti sɛ yɛbɛtɔ saa aban mu mmɔden sɛ maame obetumi ayɛ sɛ afi bia no clearance bi a ɔmo issue ɛma yɛdefa nipa ɛwɔ nnwuma mu sɛ deɛ na ɛsɛ aban issue bi ama security agencies interior ministry ɛde bɛfa politifoɔ ne ɛyɛ yɛfa ne sɛ customfoɔ ne immigrationfoɔ afi bia hɔ de yɛnka ne kɛse 100 clearance kra na aban issue ayɛpɛ na wo deɛ nipa mo di dem mo tumi ko school awie no ebi aso mesi opɛsɛ ɔyɛ adwuma wɔ local government service ne kɔ hɔ we pɛsɛ ɔkɔ civil service ne kɔ hɔ we pɛsɛ ɔkɔ Ghana education service kɔ kyerɛ adeɛ ne kɔ hɔ na ne nyinaa no clearance ka ho sɛ bɛyɛ nipa no ɔnsan so nkɔ school ne wie nsa bɛyɛ adɛfoa ɛwɔ n'abusua so ebi sɛ abusua no abɔ mmɔdeɛ tete ɔmo mu wie mu atumi de nipa no akɔ school awie na ɔsan bɛfi na ɔsan bɛyɛ adesoa to abusua no so a abusua no tae bi sɛ ɔmo sɛ ne yɛde ne kɔ school na ɛyɛ anaa sɛ yɛamfa na nkɔ no ɛnɛyɛ nti ɛyɛ ade baako a ɛho hia paa yɛpɛ sɛ aban ɛde ne nan sifo na adwuma sɛm sɛ obi bɛwie school a wɔdi dɛm na ɔte fie deɛ adabraka yɛsra aban ɔnyɛ biribi fa saa adeɛ no na afei finally ne nso no ma mentotɔ nsrɛ ɛyɛ mu media houses no including the spy group of companies na normally no yɛa na yɛpɛ sɛ yɛka yɛn nsɛm nanso yɛnyɛ saa akwanya no media houses kakraa bi ɛnetumi ma saa akwanya no nti meka ma memfa adesɛdeɛ kora nto the spy group banyɛfoɔ anim nka the spy platform ebi a moayi mu baako ebi a every Sunday bi na Saturday bi just 1 hour yɛde yɛ program a yɛde bɛka nipa di dem ho nsɛm ɛde educate amanfoɔ because man obi wɔ hɔ ofie wa wo yɛ wɔ di dem ɔdwen sɛ ɔde kɔ school kra ɔmɛ ni papa bia nti ɔkwa ne kɔ school Nanso we be to me yes program no e check say mu e ma nipa tinyema ase a maame saa nipa ko na otie no ye say radio be result ko be to me ama ne bana so e na kotu amadache ye bana so tumi abele me a me ne wo kase a me gya he wa be me be taso ana mpokura so be to me abe chime it is that's why good mo mfani ko tremo mo so mo mfan kwa dwempi na mo be bibi fa normally ya na ye professor programs na this is like a chance that one need of your correspondent Amra. It means to toss and craft one so more. Tell you, the cow will say more movie to Yabuano. More some of these stations now more sponsor such programs. Need to me into a month for near Yancha chair, in fact, a for more detail. Crack, now, Obio Wofi Piano. Oh, to me, then finally, I'm sorry, no, so the best one. One from one sorry them, like a sorry them, one time when you find a beer back west in a month. Say beer was sweet, but you could see that back west. Now, I could get and you have to be winning here and when you pay them. On my church, sorry, man. Now, sorry, man, so you one more, only more, on 22. Now, said you build it and also build it them.
Okay.
I hear and hear my baby was any panel.
Okay.
So, mamma, me demand no secret.
Metrawa wadaroma despite media the end the American say monfa krata amra.
No problem.
Monfa krata amra. Me da sipe say what me aje brene ya because of your brain nti. O say
I mean my family number and to go you want no dey do you get them one. Yeah. On premise. That was 0244 06 1940. 0244 06 1940. That's like good to say the back. If you want the ania for na ya kase mo beti yes.
Yeah, that CP any out ye ya branch Gilbert Jare Watin ono na nsam ne niam bia ha o manfo a o madi dem e wo mu ni padua kwa be ho no ye ne na etwetwe ho komo e wo ye nwumasua aso ye challenges being faced by persons with disabilities in our education sector. And some de wabro bi su papa. Na mesremu a ye ratification ne hu nkra ne ban na sefo Ghana ye hu ha digidi yakwaje eso ye de ensa hyase ya san edru bra ye implement ya na adane bibia ho na adane maabo na adane manso na adane demonstrations no sa suban ye hwe ye ntimi yai se ye nya me en conference an konko hyase nti won san hyase ya enim se o de wonka ho na mfa ho san konko hyase aiso ho kono nwoka ya wo a wonsoa wontwe ho emobi ma mesoa na akwakoda ne asem e de amaye ye hwe sa suban no ne yensesa emfire ho. It depends on a leader of vibrant youth group of visual impairment. And I'll tell you, Edin Common Kanawu and I was so a guauti and enche, ye best sorrow so cry. Na yen messages kakra. Modia bat na yen fan femasana yaba studio na fide hono ye de abetuja. Sami Tuga and was say Misramu Bianya so COVID-19 edaso hopa. Munkaila Jonas and or different no CBM's one special greetings to you. As human beings, we should be sober in taking simple orders, especially the COVID-19 protocols. Why must government or somebody be compelling you to protect yourself against the virus, knowing very well that it's your own body and your own safety, it's your own life? The new variant is more deadly than ever. So if you sit behind unconcerned like, hey, the other two are the men kaibo. No one they ask builder and was what if you could complain say, but honestly, I don't have confidence in this Mr. Atta, the finance minister at all. He seems not to be trustworthy. And come on Foster and the way free Achim Ayurebi and was say every day the number of people being killed by the virus is keep increasing. I plead and urge all Ghanaians, especially my people of Afwas Ayurebi, to continue to observe their safety protocols. COP Dampare can perform very well for Ghanaians, so let's join hands together with him and move Ghana forward. Women Sapilatunos, Soja, thank you for the good job you are doing. Congratulations to Dr. George Akufo Dampare. Greetings to His Excellency Nana Akufo-Addo, the hardworking president ever in Ghana's history. Master P, NYC, good afternoon, BIAMAH. I congratulate Dr. George Akufo Dampare being appointed as acting IGP position. We should all rally behind him to install sanity in our country. Ishraba Anelka and was a fellow Ghanaians. No wonder this please. The insults are too much. Eric Hakuna Matata anyway Fikofodia say today that the new prosecutor will be vetted. I would like Mr. Martinamidu to know that his time has elapsed. No one takes his recent publications denigrating the president serious. Regards to incoming MPP regional chairman Paul Mene and Honorable Michael Ochirebe face also na Mechia Subruku Osemaye ye Minua Bema Jeff Kunadu Eastern Regional Secretary of the NPP. They say also KO FIE for chairman, Eastern Regional Chairman of the NPP. They say bibia be koye e de amount. Enti Jeff baby I will be a me good afternoon. I was here the kind of no Asia say na fe Yaba Studios na enkomo e ho no mo no ye de ahye so nsam ne de e dɔɔso nanso ye yi kakra bi ya e besi ne koso na yetime aka e ho asɛm etime basesi a na fe ya to aso for awia enkonwa sensem bebre na egu apro so mama ni tua ya acting IGP for fra ya boni din for kra we fresh obi be ka se ankansuo emunu dwan na ye de ne eba na ye be hwe expectations Ghana for ehwehwe ede afri ne honomo na ebi so ka se ye health minister Yerakwaku Adjuma Menno yen saka na yampam no isan se wanfo buo ni anidie ama Ghana mra wanfa buo ni anidie ama hyehyeye ono ankasa afri nipem eto anamo bi ya anamo na otu ye no so no amfanfa so papa bia amre omenye enra Yerakano foriata okopie mu ewo parliament a chese wo bia dwen nyina ne se expenses a mampanya kwantua otu ye ka hodo aboboye oba na nka obebu hu konta e de akero man Ghana oba ya we dodge o se ye pe akontabuo fa mampanyin akwantuo no ho de a national security fo na wo se wo mo ebusa akonta no e kire ye e na ebisa na nim se national security na aso ya ma abre ne boabo ho ne bra ebe ma ye nchiremu ne akontabuo fa bra da bia ne asa de waye for one na ebi no wa ma yensa esi from the Ghana for expectations are na wo mo ehwe ewo every finance minister hono no ase wadada yen in fact honorable Okujeto Ablakwa ne ya pa se wotimi adada yen sa we enesa ahodo bebre na wie yi empanyimfo enne we mensaka won a me ne wo mo ebedi enkomo Padmo bafo Japan oka NPP National Communications Team no ho na Richard Manribe ono so eka NDC National Communications Team no ho empanyimfo awie me mamu akwa abo
ayejo so biama
papa
biama ko
nyame adom
de nyame adom ide se nyame de anka waye bio
na nyame adom asan comment ha
anka bi edru Ghana pa anka nyame adom pa na we dey say I don't care governance.
So obi ani ho betimi ebesi
I don't care governance.
Nobody can make this country better.
I agree with your mind.
Except the two of us.
I agree with your mind, but I don't agree with you. I don't have a problem because you will be our baba yebida. You will be our abe sese Ghana hada magana yede. You will be na kata me na padlock ani buo.
Ne nyina duka
na padlock ukop kroma na padlock existence na ho and they will call e bi no obi ato because one to insecurity e wo krom ha no one lock you dan obi be bo room na e obi a krom ha unam ho na o se kudu sa de gugu to koma na one ho ska one hospitals one roads one airport na e kwa him bio
Richard medasi
man bia ma men chia watifo
tifo
na men chia wa hwefo nyina kan the good people of Nkwanta South constituency
okay
mo for region
e ya chia Madina for
me chia Madina for me nya Padmo ha they no otin two oni Kennedy Japo and the boss a chairman of Ghana Gas company oni ebe fa fie they dey we are dey say e enter the kanga kanya sa e fa yi
no Richard wa we be ni pa na ko so
me announcement na me free Padmo number me free enko so say that open so we madam fo we madam fo the Ghana Gas opa na owusu bempa boho na kana ya ponso bo ha me hwe na nyame be yo e dise nyame ana di ne se bebom ne adru pa ide na omampani me mampani His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and my first lady Lordina Mahama mu nyina se me chia BIAMAH me ba no
Padmo akwaba na mpom te se be microphone ba me
ejadum
na Madina te se ese Richard na ka chem se oye Madina King Kong
Richard dey so otom medala se but you share the bia at least politics is supposed to bring it. What's the idea, boom?
Sure.
You the bia ni beshi an ntokwa win. And as a mebunu so no, I mean, this age they active near tea and once new who's in a bear politics because of the future. Ghana wono. So ye young son ye ni ya beboa.
Now one thing communicators and be ya no reference. Omo more fighting for them no. They are one over there. They are together.
Yeah.
They eat together. Ubakwa na we inside that we come na we yes but now be no. Na communicators more than talk asumu ha say.
But o kan sem bi wo say na be yi a enewo.
Sure.
100%. Me no ya adwene pepepepe.
Obi eni ho betumi abe ni ye say. Yes. Then nyina so ye adwene mu foforo ye.
Na mo kan sem bi say ni nyina duka daya. Mo za kan kasem ye wo nipa na ye wo nipa. Edim ka say papa wo de wo ye nipa. Ye nka say papa ba kro ni nipa o. Wo so ye nipa all right. But you can't be
there. Papa.
Exactly. And so say that ni nyina anye duka daya.
I see. Okay, Mate. Well.
Oba fe wa bobra be dru ai. Also pe omampani na dan kokofa asem ado.
If obi asem.
To that metie. O pe omampani na dan kokofa do asem. Na omampani John Dramani Mahama open asem pa. That's right. Say Richard one be yo. Obeji what akotun so dem a. Unya ba bia na wodwane afa. Yeah, ebusuafo obra so say ye de enkomo ehhehye so. Na ye fa kwanya so na ye papa posisa hene IGP Dr. George Akufo Dampare ya manitin kwasonko efa sa abasoba ampanyi ede abono ho na yentie we mra
yeah if you understand say demonstration be by we are democracy demonstration be na odi nkrofo kwa fa nkrofo ya train no say mo specialist in managing demonstration ya from form police unit on one kasa Mr. Jordan Parinana Mr. Mohammed Al Hassan ya IGP achum and Osman so onko dane former armor car squadron I would depot on dane no international accepted crowd control management police unit friend form police unit and okoye sajman so on san confia sa unit na make sure say obehia mo din ama omo apeja omo ma every region bia benya FPU bako ebe boayen but near to an say o make sure say Ghana for GD ayewo police mu na esote no ehwan ko fom no ensan ma no muso Dr. Dampare obi a onim bia ade ba kwa e won ho a untimi ngi fi o say he's a very principled person o GD say ade we be ye na o si enye ye na o GD mo no kuma mu say ebe ye eno an obeye at the end of the day the results ba obeka say bejo bo na menji wondi so ye ma no kwan apo IGP position there me say akonya no so wotena so wi a eno be hu say realities of life and na o ye say na o ye good or ye bad onye na o ye ni nyina the good and the bad and the ugly ye kan nyina wi a o kwatena akonya no so a you are the Inspector General of Police ejumani da wanim obi na kan wotena cars ti anim na petrol ayama ya boss starter car na spark ti aso na enko ye nyina yetim ye mo mpa man say driver yi o de be ko bojojo
especially patrol team no new areas no any available man because the old IGP no yehuni trotro that police for high in 2 months e don apa e hono moji chop money e hono moji mo credit o drive akra bi on na police attack you diska fofo no aba no on hwemayen
nyame adom se odu anoko a oni nyame nka no hono nko transidimba new one wa be de hunu so gina ne nan se doctor na adwum da ho nti all be ya ntima mu funa ngasa ni ni ahoto am roberts mo ne sere ne pa o ma ne nkrofo no wo mu o manu mu to megu o manu no ma boa ya boye ho ban
no na gina me breaking news say the man acting akwa ubako police peri fi na police ni no awro Natalia no it would an chain no fu sane money man nyina ye on professional na GPS ane money nyina ya bambo musu no and say on say ade boy for no ados tie so expect say obama skit my tight
yeah we omafo binom wo expectations a wo mo hwe ni mo say acting IGP Dr. George Akufo Dampare ode obeyi na di e wo process adwuma kum na boa ama adwuma no akọ nanim ye pa Richard insurance e wo so Dr. George Akufo-Dampare unim no personally.
Oh yes very well
unim ne say because
mini na ye adwuma da na make say because some man penny John Drama John Mills yeah president no ADC.
Oh, okay.
Yes, at that time also the government appointee. I have access with John Mills and any minimum power.
Who is saying?
Oh, it's a positive way. It's an appointment in the maker. Number one, it's a very young man. When is a Dampare in 52 years.
Okay.
It's a very young, very active man.
On the 8th IGP, and as acting IGP in the history of Ghana since Ghana gained independence. The age, you know.
Yes. And me, this is a simple mathematics I make. Omampeni John Mills, any Mahama, FABM is almost 12 years. And you divided that age to that now was is late 30s to 40s. I will be the ADC to the President of the Republic of Ghana. Okay. So just imagine. Until you'll be a Najumudaho. And look at me follow no. Time now you're finance director of the Ghana Police Service. Me kai pass that time now police for time we police increment. Now police for only the police for deductions. And they be do now. Police force someone did that police force can don't party general paint teacher say yes so who person here deduction on the police any police officer then we should send the money back to the government chest and just say deductor from Ghana Police Service that shows say he can fight corruption. Okay, it is that to be number 2 some over here the welfare of Ghana Police Service. When you say police service you know there's one problem I'm facing up to now and Encophobia omo in line of duties omo yere no mo omo abusuafo no that's the major problem which police phobia omo disabled in their rooms and that menu can say Encophobia so yeah na police for to be this social welfare when director no but me visiting all these people at homes
create a social welfare
yeah fan be at the mom visit homes and their houses I share and omo amuyere mu ya omo to omo afi police service when share what me no number 3 one thing about when cyber crime it was a major problem in this country. Cyber crime certain na saka wa ba e pa no
okay
and omo here no director of ICT and no the cyber unit of Ghana Police Service the buy
and you no create cyber unit
wow. He created Ghana cyber unit of the Ghana Police Service.
Wow.
And on the Ministry of Communication STT every year annual cyber conferences on cyber security.
Okay.
And you can MPP for by they've done about 3 times of it. And the NDC first time with this one to come into most of the times Obaho call all the institutions in this country, all corporate bodies, institutions, international communities. They will do a 1-week cyber security summit to update them the current happening in the cyber security. And you share apart from mobile money fraud, normal security, cyber security rate is a little bit about down. Even the Mangasa is the best, but about down kakra. And you know, Ghana Police because when you NDC for a Juma in peacefully Juma pa. Omampeni John Mills promoting 2 times. He has been run speedily in the Ghana Police Service. Before Omampeni Maama by Nini Yejuma, Maama so I think Maama also promoted him once. And John and another Danko Akufo so by an IGP of Ghana Police Service. I think Maama by they rotated him several departments. Our Ghana Police Service.
Because my name say why director for MTTD, why director for research and planning, why director general for operations, why director general for ICT. Finance, National Patrol Department. I
think, and obviously, we want to SWAT, so on the reform SWAT to the standard level. Wow. I agree, and it's the best. It's too early, say, but I be a say, all cargo now, it's a very good direction. What is that? IGP now, a very old cargo. Yeah, your advocate say, and you may need your company, you know, because those days now, IGP now, but IGP, me, this are in qua. I just call restaurant, and I'll call when you're Jumabia. I am telling you. Uti are really GP1 and who follow a restaurant and now a year no when he's one of the weakest IGP I've ever seen in the history of Ghana. He and no.
James
he lose the status quo of the Ghana Police Service. Now insecurity na who here. Look at what happened because he was on no time kwano the contract all year in the time no man penny I won't say no he was an expert in election violence and that's a fact. You can election violence when instigate your subordinate Omunko di boni elections man. The IGP was an expert. Anything in comfort.
IGP was expert.
And so you can see that 10 people lost their life during 2020 elections. And I'm so a bon about so can say only few deaths recorded. And you need you say a new IGP. Let's make progress in it. Yeah, so now supporting as it stands now. because me man one year chana some say dan parity you should listen more on kase baby or ya chimney and now of the eastern region no o man pani friends on ye baby obey one year na Juma as IGP he's one of the luckiest guy one year Juma under every government na say onim na ye nyina ti e bo abaso na de chi no obey a political IGP there come you won't find a space for you at all we will advocate because ono kra no I think the ono kra can say open demonstration na so you use specialists no man to demonstration no nje the SWAT no 130 no pa FPU for no from police unit no 130 no mo na nya nkofo because demonstrations there about millions of demonstrations ba and that's what but another thing I saw him say when say IGP o ba yi o timi na adwuma yi by 53-54 na o mampani na danko akofo adoko by 53-54 no mampani John Dramani Mahama after be commander in chief of Ghana Armed Forces na ye mama Jane Mensa na opoko adwuma ba be chairman of police council and o timi adwuma no na chairman na opoko adwuma ono say PhD professor na also professor na timi adwuma no fefe na so why ni here at 54 ba kotena vie because one person tina ho na ye adwuma as MPP IGP and one person tie o mampani a na so ba you don't mean adwuma. You need to work as an independent IGP. Now you bring service with integrity into Ghana Police Service. Who will support? What me share na me one thing so I say the welfare of police officers is one of the parliament. BIAMAH. And
right now we're discussing something like that. OKFM concerning police uniforms.
Yes.
And I know because police for now and a total uniforms. The government mau one. One now better uniform, one now better pabwa, and a whole lot of things. Emma or police administration, the Okasama woman, Eba Bekanti Bisan say, how many times and in a year, and I say in 2 years, I buy a supply uniforms at the police was say periodically, no, from which time to which time. No. She was not able to tell us.
BIAMAH, but even the most important thing is Mimi kitchen, it might be a 3-bedroom for Ghana Police Service officers. A kitchen and class on a mechanical. Okay, baby, I'm more down. Oh, okay, oh, you're badass girl. I'm your wabbing. Yes. See, only in America. Over not fridge, it's the bounty. No mattress is that so. Now I'm calling the mark of system. Say, ultimately reforming the children, the welfare
cubicles.
Yes, say, plywood normally divided. Let me, madam, forget we know your police officer. Until me call her. Oh, that is my job. Said you now on my transfer na fee. No, my very good friend. Until me call her about the plywood. Normally are divided 3 rooms. No much what to say. I say be omunya nipa. Until I say police accommodation. There's a lot they can do. Even generating internally from Ghana Police Service. And MTD debate me can crack a crack. Now they can do a lot. In police
generated funds.
No, I'm like acquaintance. Oh no, I'm saying the to reform themselves. Nobody will complain. So we jinaja. Na BIAMAH me ejuma agbosi area pa. Police that old Fadama police ejina hono. Thank you for no mojina. Obo say police ni jawa sebi. Because for 3-4 days one jare. It is not the best service integrity there. But one thing so I say can say. Oh say yeah, born abasu, yeah, tunofo, yeah, can be a saying, and I person couldn't you that only good chamaya, only me wejuma. Because is all quay about Juma, only the chairman of police council about Juma. But the chairman of police council way there, one better kill. It's another thing I saw share. Into damp a dog. So share, who come here, who share one doctor, so I want chairman of police council, or to meet Ghana for pa. And just so share. Who is the vice president of the Republic of Ghana? They are going to work closely. Now, as anyone can correct now, we IGP so now, who person tie ni dia.
Na nkrofo ka say bia wa bai kra na even though or that expertise or both theory and the practical experience, but the system is not going to allow him to work. And when we are doing.
Oh, absolutely. Me, I will not say the system is not, because he knows what it's about. Jimmy me turn off for say, okay, his major problem is the chairman of police council. Or Trekinipa, he has tricked so many Ghanaians on economy, on security, on everything. Until on or tricky on also. There you about Oh, not the vice president. The vice president, the one you told us prior to 2016, no, and yet now who's to say. That's exactly the point I'm trying to say. Every Ghanaian they will call on the street, apart from Padmo.
You were just now accusing the current IGP now, the expert in election violence.
Violence, yes.
They then advises. So.
Oh, Mr. He's the chairman of police council. No. Do you know why Ghana? Do you know why Nana Danko Akufo-Addo are extending the contract of Pombo. You don't know. No money say what me boy Juma in some aspect. And to promoting no. And to dog way.
Is that what you think? And as I
oh, that's the reality. Now elections you'll be IGP under your supervision. 10 people died. Under your supervision, almost in the daylight robbery. Daylight, yeah, call way. Daylight and comfort come or a bill. If I was saying, I didn't put Ukraine see or if I was saying, yes, see or that Ashanti region, if I was saying, I will see there's only peace in heaven because who know 1 year should be believe in reincarnation. To our work about say only heaven as unjewo. Na no achikurano na it's lack of parents, the irresponsibility of parents and the crime about okroma. So na dey on fa ho mampedi owie ya mampeni ababo na about say only few there recorded. The idea it's a cabal, it's a collaborative effort. Na say dey IGP no but me catch na say ye nyina anim you want support or ye nyina support when you this for ye adwuma look he has been an ADC to Professor Mills. You should be aware of that. It's on record. The calmness the adwuma na Professor Mills only Professor Mills before Professor Mills will appoint you to do something for him. You should know say you are a very credible person. And in the can say the chairman of police council no and as okon na hwe ni ye o ka say ma critical analysis of friend recruitment be bia one critical analysis no hwe enya sa obehwe na aja yen mami ya so no say de beka e bai beduru ha ye beka pa na e bona ba so enyen so a ye beka nti bi I wish him well na me believe say okoyi obeko ho no akwa reform the Ghana police service integrity no na wa hwe all conform all the bad notes in Ghana police you should eliminate them because bebre all more contract am you say bebre so wa a political appointment no modi mamo. Take them off. What doesn't matter. Take them off. Oh, Basa, ma'am, won't take you off. Oh, ma'am, the castle, ma'am, me so your police station. There are certain things pronouncements are who making or has say yeah. On to me yet. Ma'am, me Madina police station on call a phone call. When him station of on a crime on him a phone call is a deal. Me say me call police. That means that is what the NDC me call police. Me come and say me call police station business here. Because they wouldn't need one. Me say me no betim ase. Me new business say or asem na me call police station. Omo come oh honorable say na me from me honorable da afa na me pay di. Omo oh Richard na oh say anka say me betim abo but say onkro for yi papa yo wa he na aja omo here to because you see regime policing is another factor. And I have always been praying. Your NDC for your MPP. In Ghana, NDC you can't do Obama replacing. You can't do away. According to your statement, you can't do away with regime policing in Ghana police service. It's a fact. But you see, when President MAAME was a president, some no money young. Yes, I don't know who said it happened. Other people also saw it. I don't know who say recruitment adverts no be a fair kick of the shit. But another thing I say, from 1st August, police will not recruit you mono. Upon when I move from captivity to snakes. Are you aware? It's almost snakes. I will forward the document to you. Can I recruit on almost feel captivity to snake, which is very bad. So what do you make us snakes? What's that? Oh no. This is a security agency. There's a package for them to see. Security is different from me and me politics. Okay. Me any civil servant. Any civil servant. And they will go to snake. Now the daction by China no money as some demonstration. Police for a demonstration of a Kazai. No. But maybe I don't know. It will give the police service an opportunity to demonstrate, to write petitions about their salary or their deductions. Now what is the police on what tense the diagro? Even me I meet him on what tense the diagro. Now who will deduction why and deduction in here? But anything under Kwame Nkrumah. Why don't you leave it in the hands of the police council? So there's no police council as many because about me running sole proprietorship. Are you that way? As many can say, there's no police council. 7 months after election, the vice president runs sole proprietor. It's a limited liability in the security services. As a man, and riot near Kumkumani, and also an empire, also on a pong who be in the next minute, Ukwana Panaira. Ukwana and Tabo cannot be down or Makuno. Hotel no be a uno. Then also, if you have police council, I'll for me the administrative aspect of the police service. Then can India and baby I do not care queen. But I say there's sole proprietorship in area with an old cargo. Media the mistake penny yes what I extended the contract of Pembenu. A lot of people lost their life under this man. And to media dog don't parry IGP GP1 and then the memo Akwaba na memo trim kwenso I wish you well and we will support you. But you will live there at 54.
That's Ebusuafo and the outing and Richard Manuribe or your NDC National Communications team member. And no. Admo. Remember also I Dr. George Akufo Dampare unim no personally.
In direct interaction. No.
At what's on a
Juma?
Okay.
Sending a Juma. But my man son a message and my main can assume we saying to say. I think there was a about president about for this appointment. And this is the reason why I make answer. From 1990, ABC now, about 31 years. We shall start 31 years here. In IGPs back 12. What the current one you can want. So the 31 years, no 12 IGPs you are averaging like an IGP back could be a debate 2.5 years.
Yeah.
It's not good enough time, says we are head of institution like that. Wait me, I enforce a number of changes. Yama Biblia was away. But the question way by years is here no Mutimi serve check as here. KO FIE who was served from 90 to 94. Na Peter Namfuria. So about twice. So about 4 years, 5 years. So check. But averagely no. The police in penny for na as a na yakwe so yenye say retirement package bi o be kwa na ye push you akwesi 1 year 2 years bi na time as now. This time I feel say President won say Ghana ye here a sustained leader bia betimi abeboa
enough changes aba
e subject to say banfo from be ba no be feel say bia or be appointing on IGP ana bibi but ye obi sa na mandate opportunity Obeboa ama changes are here per police eba a long term and sustainable. It member president about the wenya sani swade hunu no. Wa pe obi an age no form kakra. Enye say the next 2 years yes we call retirement and ye man contract for another 1 year or 2 years, which is very good. The argument Minia Richard make is president Emma IGPB na who dey say election near money I didn't know. I mean it does not hold anywhere. The bad boy a former IGP. Uma sum. Uma here the umbetimi. You know, say even at one point in time, you a female or acting as IGP or my
yes. Madam Rose, you are saying
that more empire na yenya ta na yenya ta bebria. Umbetimi to mahod IGP. Umo medical sumi na Peter Namfuri, the answer me and because MB before BV say or some Rollins or Obia Benyasma can for IGPB. But to say upon Bonum dear, you didn't be see what because of election violence. I mean, a below the belt. Minia, Omanisia, and then what kind of baby because was some of my emphasize respect no, and for Mano, Nessum. Now, remember the new IGP. So you can't see when you see video, I mean, so some could be a better than you see video. And a share in Cranshema, Obibia, and ye for police force, so a constable. Nyasa Gideon Yareshe Muse. One, what the personal development, a police force Muse. He call police mini certificate because mini degree be an ABB. Name me a family ko rema. Personally, no, me me development yame na mesu ade aye adwumaden akomani. Wo hwe ne record my fan as a recruit to cadet ne graduation. Waje awards ni nyina saa they arise ya ko boni PhD o police bo bia all ko police na A level kra no oni bi o. A level certificate no oni bi. But Babia enne wadru ne enne obi e kanasem. Tell you say ye fa wadwuma bia ma. Em hwet bia na wowom no. Na mom so ma wani edi wanim na office a. Me nso metimi ayem ho abom modi adru babia senior officers bi wa. Obi ho no dey answer the police no person ko ye fa the police eno ano no. Obetine ma just in the batch after 13 years ye promote ne batch bi na bia promotion bi aka no on develop ne ho on sua de onye hwe officer no ano no papa yi ade a waye and challenge police for your recruit
and the
youth so if you believe you can also make it now then share expectations media busami number 1 so say Ghana for fee say enipa bi efa enya some notoriety kwa kano twi mu say katapasam ne ade awuma fi so mbe de mrasho mu sam ye di omope didn't Americans say and now better na say kwa the video be mu police ni gina kwan direct traffic ne phone kuta no ada say police for unity bi na relay information on ne communicate o bit motor so ndo anu mahwim ne phone nom de ko guys you do that level ne say no civilian timi nya kukodro say police ni wo phone so woni obi na ekasa say kronfo bi ba ye alert ne say won chin no ahwim ne phone ati motor so na de adwane ko en ne wani agi ye ofe MAAME Reese Junction Madina Nansiya emabunu ne bi obi awu mu kosie no asie ye police ni say ya de okada ye na police ni jan traffic light and was stop car no direct traffic omonti ase say one ma ambulance na funu ndem ne ekosie na agina na wo say once no mu do ma ne nko police ni ko ma to ahye police ebono onye ni imagine police a police officer in uniform na yin no police ni how dare you go say we don't say e kan police ni but as I say no man ye dru ba bi asuantre ya haye ye careful that image that trust no number 1 me expect say oman mra police ni
I say some form of disrespect yeah fa obuoni ani die emma the police
because sometimes e be a police for ni bi nso ni ye bi ama ni pa feel say we police ni a we hwan eti o mama sa dignity no emra obu uniform say wo share uniform na you represent abodie kese bi to me bi a obi bia ntimi megina wani ma nya rough so because who defend your mind no who boss civilians who by it almost need you know the respect dignity of our police emra ya me pa ya to so bio nipa bi fi so the way a ennai am robbers bi etimi akukodro so atwituo woni pam tututuo
asa etu adoso okrom dem fa na sa
dem kan say the unregistered mean kan say
unregistered guns
because say uf to now register ni ade a odidi boni bi ebetimi atrace animal but the way I ye niema wo mam no obi share tokro bi baby was me manufacture local person me ye we sa niema na eku
animal no kwa na ense ye chi bi ache
the chi bi ache
first ni achecheche wo mo
yeah first ni timi so bi share no wo ye
akwa wo mo ya ye wo mo enchi wo
enti again on mass animal ehia ne say am sa akodidi nkofo nsema patapa ne no mapie na nipa no mu tututuo no kan ben ye befa so.
Yes, a recent Edo Ada celebration here, Koso Abuabo, number 2 year. No, how can you fire guns as a form of a celebration?
Akuku obi kwa. Yenye enonso na enfio. Na afei biom. Mob restraint. Ana de adekese. Pa de sede kese. Sanye police for ye ba ombetimi a restraining. Say training biom na was special force ayatiti omo a front line police for emra ye ko mob action bia no a in training omo ye because sometimes instead of de-escalating situations no na yakọ escalating no ye bi ba demonstration ye police ko hwa ma calmness ababa do be wie no na afi akọje nsem na akọ asem for frontier besre how to de-escalate situations what's any osade the police force for ni because training near kwachiro mai because and no any number 1 idea ma civilians in gidi wo police mu that's I am bia no so me fum kra minim say ma fum police ni pie na me ma mensa so a on tutu onkume because onim say ma mensa so and again police civilian trust police media trust. And say, but when a police for many media for and some and then security for many media for and say, yes, sir. Police in here civilians in here police. Without the civilians, information police in here in their investigation, man, sometimes civilians now you volunteer information
volunteers are no matter to.
Yeah, some
Better.
And young shadows are trusting building it up. And the media, you can't work without the media. And young strengthens our relationship. That's going to be a media and be police and be a cost. Obviously, political interference. Let me can say, expect on your name mum man not be influenced by politics. How do we determine political interference? In this case, President now appointed one. The president will direct TV and be no man. Do we see it as political interference, or we see that he being the president and then the leader of a minor direct BB? It is a young politicians, no. Yan trivialize BB and politics. Here big jay, I'm at the structures na ye juma. Like for example, so I can say any police council now Baumian it means BB because or no chair the police at the end BB or BB a political. And we are Kenyan politicians yet bepam politics they are share your police for. This man has proven by NDC or Bonabaso near Wahu, a Juma wire. NDC for baby a comment on appointment, MPP for you happy about the appointment. It means that the Juma hot and only guiding principle. More favor will be the politician former Ghana at the Bakwa a higher case, no. Hey, and on the close of politics, the law should be applied irrespective of Nipa Dibia. Because we are more Ghana Mranaso. It's a mess on discharging a Juma. The last time they back on our roads. Why MTT a Juma, MTTD a Juma paying? Media, the hear me through the tax collection cost where you roads, no, they bet me a stopping now. But you bet me a stop on where from the background, no, or bet me a digitalize the police MTTD.
Patrol unit.
Exactly. Such that the MTT ni wo kwan so. Now say obi former. Now say your driver's license near national ID card na synced. And this obi from now was say you finding no and I say you get points in your be like that. You digitalize the MTTD officer our tablet you bet me enter details ni bibia driver assume say me gina no anyway no I say this is the offense no I log it. It will show up at the police force. The next time as I driver will say another police MTTD ni be gina obe pulling the detail. Ohun say why you be one.
Disciplined driver.
Exactly. But some me koye back when you achieve me and I'm pay 2 cedis a share, and I'm their boss. No, agina me ko the next person agina me 5 cedis. The same mistake may akoso kumni pasa. Ye besre with the knowledge no one on digitalize MTT
okay. Medase padmo. Richard, my memory ho padmo em making some valid EPM say yeti ho no motel na for the IGP dey na akoko about different okay about say retraining of police for no. Sometimes Ghana has say omo fa training mu we recruit gidigidi na ebia as a 2 days su omo yebe pass out na atro how to shoot one or two ebia papa it omo ba bonten no ano no. You think say ye police for no the mom enough training and no bit me carry woman to the field
in all sectors of our economy in Ghana. A idea just after normal training and normal orientation asa now I believe say it's not the right direction say at least at every year or every 2 years no young some call you move back to the training field young expert we are CID will get investigative department say Kofi Annan we but na fa na now maybe 6 month course be. Now you invest. It's like I'm investing in them. Now what you do proper investigation, detective. Now I count into ICT crime, cyber. You know say your homicide department, which is clearly under advanced and murder cases. To carry investigation on that issue, it takes 7-8 years. Critical a longer project. So and when you say for retraining there, and just after 6 months now, when you me advocating normal bias now that be a mina kwenya me say Ghana Police Service no. Man kasa mo recruitment to. So we recruit the 6 month time no is not enough. At least say unipa no we SS kwa no de no kwa 1 year 2 years on the training at least acquire you have the standard of a diploma holder and even if it's 4 years no one say you come out and you are awarded as a degree holder. So by now your ASP straight away and inspector straight away then you move ahead. Now in your field you bet my inspector but you still be by the road. You bet my DCOP but on field that way and necessarily after 6 months now no want to ask him one thing. No, I'm one salary so and yes, and on so general so na change na
me I something be a BB as a compulsory.
Very well.
To upgrade yourself
academically in the service. Say anything when you say na the
but where I be am so be eti am na so can say me busuafo bebre ya police for me papa na me papa police me ni wo barracks.
Do a barracks girl.
A lot of people no e o madwen say na be end ya man.
Okay.
A lot of people no e o madwen say be on person mo further medication na ye puli wo mo.
That's the problem. And to the one akwenya no call recruitment no cry. Who recruitment at least so uko 1 year. Wa baba ye maybe internship kakra. Now say another 1 year no pass out. Say bibia kura you they will put you at the rank of a diploma holder. Okay, we share NDC manifesto. Man, you be say you baba see University of Security and Intelligence. I don't know whether you are aware of this. Now you can see Obondase this maybe immigration for training school. Now we will basically train you on security like Kofi Annan ye. Basically, until you call training, it's not really there. After 6 months
now, Kofi Annan police for
no, military police be BNI. Most of the time, the senior police officer, upgrade you. But it shouldn't be so. It shouldn't be so. I'm also confused.
You know, once
BIAMAH.
Yes. Now a junior one, so you training piano mugu field.
BIAMAH, I'm sorry. Many madam for be one night na Kasua around 1 o'clock. Now you are on a police for no. I can say omu digi scan. I like 1 a.m. Let me tell madam for say, look, I did journalism and communication. In fact, I did strategic communication, so I know how to approach and then deal with issues. Let me tell you, on training I deal with on training. That's right. When you say every police brother, you know, never police in I said that market or so boss, you go so. Let's say for all them they will go and bring money to us.
Huh?
Yes, I am telling you. Before you free, or maybe from La Paz to Kasua. Oh, sir, you're sharing you see, yes, no, sir, we passed about 6 posts, and I'm telling you, no police post gave us less than 550 cedi. You see, so I just wanted to know what is happening. Do you know why? Because the system is corrupt. Yeah. They don't know who is who. Yes, Nipana. Oh, yeah. Yes, Nipana Benya Vim, so they didn't play the intelligence to see who is that. Assuming. Absolutely. You see, Ghana, one of the problems we also have is the problem is identity. Nipanya kwa I am so you can't. There's no system to check who that person is.
No problem.
That is the major problem. Our problem is identity. And just imagine, say, your person using that capacity and braveness to influence the police. Even then, I can say that there was an influence because the police were not very certain as to who was there and who is that. So just imagine, say, cocaine be and can they check us?
They can't.
So they look at people and say, so they should train them in professionalism. I mean, if you are MTTD, from you can even get a PhD in Ghana Police Service in MTTD. Or at the end of the day, you see the system will flow. The police service is not an enemy. But when the air comes to a man, I say any police
the trust and the belief.
Okada for ya mo. You say, and then I say Okada for more about that area. They have a daily dues on Mutia.
The police.
To the police. And the police know if there are about 1,000 of them. The police know all of them. Go on your Juma. Can you imagine, say?
But some even yes. The police, they know where they are.
They know where they are.
When you go to a particular area, no be attack or edge or bag, if you and then you are able to go and report, they will say these people did this.
Yes.
They will go and
so
then get it.
Why won't police? When say police for everyone? Let me use him as an example. Okay, on him armed robbers or more chrome hanging. I am telling you, on him armed robbers or more chrome hanging. Why don't you form a unit? No, what we are training. You don't even need to clear them. You train people to know the armed robbers. So at every scene, every given point, air caution. Now, Omunim say, Nipa way. I am telling you, say, crime be okromwa. And see, Unim say, one or two months, way, Obenya problem. You will get it there. You see, look at what happened. MP Omukuno or Fatima Hayford. Then Dampare. Or say, or catch a gun from Munjani, Mammy, I will get them. Didn't it take 1 week? He was able to trace and get them. So we are experts in the police service, but just they don't give them an upper hand. Just resource them. Look, if we invest $1 million, $2 million to resource Ghana police, it's better say a crime, a sin will happen. They will now invest $1 million for investigation. Oh, the amount of money government of Ghana is losing, spending in the economy. State repetition, economical aspect. Amount for what? Yes. Absolutely. Do you know the way CNN has watched it, BBC is on net? So investor back room he look at all those things and look at the situation before Baba investing in Sika. So these are the things I am very necessary to say. We should rather invest in the police training institution. At least, this one University of Intelligence and Security. Now, but it's not late. Mami, I want to say there's hope in this country. Mampeni John Dramani Mahama by there. Or Mampeni John Dramani Mahama by there. We'll look at all those things. But see, Nepal can very necessary say we should reinvest in the police training. I mean, workshops upon workshops, training upon training, build institutions that will solely take care of.
Because as time goes by,
yes,
there were new ideas, new programs.
Because of expectations. And then there's a new acting prison service board. Then come ask them why? Yeah. Because if the crime is not there, if the crime is not caught and be prosecuted on the judicial side, it doesn't go to prisons. And the basic foundation of our security system is the police. You see, it's a police here before the immigration comes in, before the judiciary comes in, before the prisons comes in. Into the police service there. That is why it says service with integrity. But maybe I don't know, is it service with integrity? Upon going to show the same but Honorable Dampare, GP1 Dampare, me did say, we any and you say the account. Yantaobia do the job for us. Because here by one Shanama by the deputy interior minister is possible. That's the system is very good for us. 24/7, we enjoy the economy. Yes. I say, part what will be found.
Oh, on the police, they
okay. But I say, I was your for me, maintain was with you and need 100.9 FM. So, and then I am shouting check a cram with your body and FM young nim. Na Brad Jagos and what do we about and was this special prosecutor office, I think Ghanaians are demanding a whole lot from that office. So we pray that things will go well. Per our expectations, and again, we all welcome the new IGP, Mr. Dr. Dampare. We hope he will do the work well for Mother Ghana. Although Edway Fritema, I'm very sad to hear the death of our brother Uncle Ato Spinters. Oh, may his soul rest in perfect peace. Oh, Uncle Ato.
I think it's one of the serial callers.
One of the
preachers. Yes, but
I think he wasn't feeling. Now. Yahuza Edway Efre Swame Ena Ode Ebaye or Ghana's economy which is projected to become the fastest growing in the sub-Saharan Africa in 2021 by the World Credit Rating Agency shows how competently President Akufo-Addo is managing the affairs of this country. However, I advise all and sundry to take advantage of the growing chances of opportunities as the economy grows bigger. Written so Michael Osei-Boateng Pope and Isifo Bawa. Kwasi Amwene and was a good afternoon, Mami BIAMAH. I think the new IGP will change the change corruption in Ghana Police Service. God bless President Akufo-Addo. My regards to Chairman Makiba Asamankese and Honorable Sintim Abuaje of STC. Somewhere Nana Ofosu Ehene and was a concern the educational system. Things are now changing. Some of us has got the chance to further, but the turnout and the extortion by the MTTD the problem because now a department and are not transferred to general duty. So all they know, they are always within the department. Yo, mention until you na asi papa. Wait me reframing and now what they are bar. Ebeken kana kama pa edi ama wei eye Facebook live nia omanfo edi aba ena makenka na mame hwe mame biama the NDC man Richard is all his accusations are baseless. Mame biama Dr. Dan can succeed as IGP on 3 grounds. 1, if Mr. Ofosuampofo's alleged coup plot audio court case is fully prosecuted. 2, the NDC puts behind hypocrisy and propaganda. 3, support the IGP. Anything short of this means another term of chaos because we live with some Pharisees who behave like Anumaku Kone regards to Medina MP in waiting. Padmore. For hey, what's that? Because I can't corporate Medina MP Eddie. Oh, me a prophetess like with them pa. BIAMAH, I think President AKWAFO must sack the health minister within this week. Simple as ABCD. Let's put politics aside and face reality here. See, BIAMAH, this and this is what not performing at all. Okay, I see. What's it then? Put the picture and I bet to them patch. Good afternoon, Mami BIAMAH. Please, I'm appealing to Honorable Amoakwata to fix the Apam Junction to the Rampon Road, Oliver Andor, or the way if you go more or Sesco. And was greetings to you. I welcome the new IGP. You should work on the security matters of the country so that everybody will be Mystic Wonder Edway Finsawadre. No, good afternoon to you, Mami BIAMAH. It's unarguably clear that the Nanado Dr. Baumia led government is in a state of confusion. They feel Ghanaians woefully. At Ghana, they put Ghana into a reverse gear. So Ken Oforiatta knew he can't tell Ghanaians how much Nanado used to bath in the air and yet requested for more time. Confusion and incompetence everywhere. Yo, yeah, that's what's the fix country no. Good afternoon, Mambia. Please, as we as Ghanaians talk about things that affect the nation but don't find solutions. Last week we talked about the shortage of maize and other cash crops for maize. For the last 4 years, Ghana was exporting maize and plantain to neighboring countries for the nation to overcome the food production in the country. The nation should be able to store maize for 3 years because when the rains fail from January to June, as it happened this year, because of the slight drought, the country experienced food shortages and Gulf estates. And what do we buy? I did be an so and who here papa. Yeah, food storage facilities a bini ho. And say yeah, and I'm maybe to talk or any and I'm a course and I'm besides a cocoa trying to say no. Answer the 50%. And I'm saying I didn't hear. I say, Mammy, yeah, body and talk. And I'm saying, and you can't say a dear body a buswam yes, but to be the cocoa de voine, Burkina and as if we the body and fine. You need storage facility a bit to me. It's on no crack and send a body you could see what he see. It was here to me per system beer, you bet me a store a bianini be. And a bayanka which rabasino. Here, yep, you know, man for any be at all. It has a ever home. It has a pa Mr. Tay Golf Estates and the way if you buy it. Now, Noah the Ark Builder. I personally welcome the newly appointed acting IGP who might be graduated to be fully IGP soon. Most of the good people of Ghana have confidence and trust in him. But I beg him not to disappoint us like the incompetent politicians who can't walk the talk. But in the other hand, COVID is real. So let's all stay safe. Good afternoon to you, Mommy. I hope you are doing well by the grace of God. Once I'm sitting here, by the grace, I'm good. I am Ohininto said from Kaswa Nyanyano Kakraba. Please, we, the grassroots of Gomua East constituency, are pleading to our President, His Excellency, Nana Adodankwa Akufo-Addo, to listen to the cry of the good people of Gomua East and change our current DCE, whose performance is nothing to write home about. His human relations is very poor, and some of his decisions just 2 weeks to election caused our defeat in our constituency. We are pleading to our president to consider the interest and the development of our constituency and change the current DCE, and we, the grassroots, shall work hard to retrieve our seat back and also help the party win 2024 general elections. Greetings to all the constituency executives and polling station executives, most especially Chairman Zuta. But udisi no afanidi amo. Afanidi ama itimini din mabo ama mampenyate. Wasesana wasesano. Watching you live from Kintampo, South Mansia. Please tell Mr. President we need our MMDCs now to support development of our community. Ya Gulumpe, ena odi we e ba ma me fa messages no esi ya na fe yenkoi na ensam fofra egu apaso no. Some people are of the view say your health minister Honorable Kwaku Ajimamenu, Doma Central Member of Parliament. Oni o minor ni ye ene me bia wokeka ho asem a kopie committee no a yese wo mo hwehwe sa Sputnik V basi no emu no kopie o mane mo de etu dwa se wanye due diligence esenkode eba cabinet behwe ansa na parliament ahwe ansa na yaje atum na yetime procure sa basi na ya sign contract wanye ne sa wono ane fini pay as minister health oyeye also ohun enfumso bi e wo ho as a minister so ofum ya wafom but nienti a ofum ye no odi nyina so aba because at that point no baby ani ejina oman ne ejina no enipa ewu afa ne yakọ pass to wo betimi ejina oman na nemu assign ne yaji aba na afa chire wakọ parliament akwa the necessary paperwork no yesi boy adentia enkrofo se yempamo no mami mra padmos huh wanu see ezi enti na special minister to
ma ko bibi so for another assignment
sa ho ubeja ho
na ma ja
eni ebe ha dwene okay
oh na padmos
ode kasa
obeki kagu mo saba ndi mama nwore dia no kro ho
what to say health minister oni on mine eni ye in his capacity as the health minister the way or acting here looking at situations so ani ewom say on mine enyi a wo da adwuma no ibi say yes ya
ambiama
yes
ajima menu honorable buno hini buno ba of buno afo region
we are very central
yes we are very respected man and a very good friend to the vice president him sir yes yes I'm telling you you see vice president is somebody I used to like a lot.
They say what time?
Oh no, we are my personal friend. No.
They say what time?
I say me used to like, but normal no, he's my personal friend. You can ask him. Personal friend. I used to go to him. He didn't come up.
They say where you are.
That be for some time now. There. Oh, normal be or honor.
Why are they?
And that's why I am say, but I have lost confidence in him. Honestly, he knows it. I am, and everybody around him knows it's my friend. I am saying this on air, and it's on record. Very good friend of mine. Very tight one. And yes,
and what advice have you been able to give to him as a good friend?
No, he has a lot of scavengers around him, and that's a fact. Yes, he has a lot of scavengers. His office has become a dangerous avenue. He himself has not been the way you push him. If you get closer to him,
I know him.
Yes, I know him personally, and I'm saying this on record on air. Good friend of mine. But the BZ said, I mean, scavengers are more honor. Okay. They like feeding on a baller too much. And when you are a leader and you have scavengers, they always make sure the goose rot. They rot here, then they can feed on it. And that is his problem. And he knows what I'm talking about. And I know they are listening. I don't mind. I don't need anything from anybody. Man, I'm also saying them bomb bra. See, when they were in opposition, I am saying this. These two gentlemen came together and they did a lot for MPP. Ajimamenu say Ejuma now a year in opposition for MPP. You have no idea. They meet every morning and take all the lectures now. Dr. Baumiano, you know, he's a chartered accountant. Yeah. All the lectures now under they came together to make sure they delegate the president, the government of Ghana that time. And then the Omunina Kosom boom and said two of them have failed. They the very class thing. When Ajimamenu was the chairman of Public Account Committee in Parliament. Public Account Committee. Okay, I say now it was a local government for this assembly being a bar and some compensation issue for Mamibia na nukuneu. Mamino ya nukuna ni ankofo kwa sisi no. Committee no tna e parliament no. Omukona everybody in parliament was weeping. Members of parliament as a scholar chair mami no. Ni Ajimamenu here say because it was a corrupt act and confound for due diligence. He called in police.
Come and arrest.
To come and arrest them.
I remember.
In the Public Account Committee. Omo arrest you omo edi omo koye. Besin de ne koye me hu ye. Okay, some kokurabi so buy with I think that one was an education. Omo say na 80 men are not or ranking. 80 men like I say oh say we mu de omo anyi be omo fi aduru there. And can obo patch say na ya ja omo kakra ko. Ajimamenu said the government of the day was selling corruption and they were collaborating to rig the nation. Because they didn't pass through due diligence. Then the DNS is Sputnik V. I feel also call Kaishi market. I got one kwanya. What sorry? Also call Kaishi because I call black market. In Ghana, so call Kaishi occasionally dragging a number. until we occasion outside the country. Until black market occasion on Konya. And I was at this or for Dinkomo. Sheikh Muhammad, I ain't know. Yet in the track record and there are wanted in some of the countries. Yes, he's wanted in some of the countries. In UK, in Germany, and all those countries. It's on record. On money laundering. Yes, go and if you check, it's in the public notice. And number 2, spoke to the AU, African Union, for negotiations. Say you can talk every job, every person less than $10 Ghana cedi. $10. It was about $9.5. Now then, you AU for African Union for United Uchama ECOWAS committee chairman, ECOWAS chairman, Ghana for president. One thing I follow AU protocol. I feel there. We say, "Open chobom tino. Walk for one way." Now, close off for one way now. For one way, be chill. And that's exactly what he did. So got now only Sheikh we out now. Aya Canada. At me approve it. Why didn't you take it to Parliament? I'm saying on record
because of the time limit.
That is why I am saying
in
Parliament, there's an emergency bill that can be passed in Parliament in less than 24 hours.
Okay.
Which you are aware. Now, I
saw you EI
by
61,
69. EI 61. Where is EI 61? Doesn't mean there shouldn't be consultation with Parliament. Even if you are not even brought to entity committee. The Parliament must be aware with emergency. Deals. You can pass it with emergency. About 270 pages. You can pass it within less than 24 minutes. And then make us say, who were a public account committee chairman? We a chartered accountant. You wanted to become a finance minister before. So you know everything that happened in Ghanaian Parliament. Well, Sabi Parliament, I think is going for 20 years now. Asante to be corrected. And you went back to our Parliament. Or several committees. Or several committees for government. I serve in government. 8 years, 5 years as a Minister of Health, you know everything that happened in Parliament. After the we have approved $64 million. But you see, there's one thing they say, shake about $5 million or $3 million. Tell me how much man shake that.
I said, I almost a year contract and I the kind of really be buy.
But they are here and they buy.
Oh, so they can't provide it. No person who say,
any sample. And what the every meet here, me boss studio no. Before me to believe say wait my a good host no who yes several interview material so I believe and prepare myself I'm going to meet MAAME BIAMAH why you kunani so that one is obvious and here I did say you set up committee to investigate the issue near me parents said and never little did I know that the minister was sick. Little did I know that the minister had a psychiatric problem. Minister say he was not thinking straight at the time I was signed document. One thing I'm not thinking properly. Different. He said I wasn't thinking straight. He said that be not thinking straight. So me problem. He said yes.
At that time the pressure one
pressure by which pressure? Pressure by
from the people who were dying from.
Is it not the same minister? People were dying from COVID. AKWAFO Nigeria ni biaba say omobeye testing airport. Yeah, but also on the motion found. And you know say yeah na somebody see on the veterinary Ghana for ball yes e kan wasem say on hwe nka wasem. And today now on taking on straight. You see, the not don't call for do enim something will be. I'm being honest with you. The president knows something about this. And you see, I am say MPP for no. They don't omuni timba Emma Ghana for. Take over the Aba. Take over the Aba ya in Ghana for amount 24 million Ghana cedi say. Fuck feed Ghana for 3 months. Who feed you 2 weeks. Man be masasa na ya amuso mun kan wasan bio aden. 54 million they Greater Accra and Greater Kumasi. And can you 54 million and can take Greater Kumasi or Krumada? I'm paying 54 million and they are about Greater Kumasi. They say a video for 3 months. You video 2 weeks. You can't have some young. I'm penny finance minister. I see they wanted an emergency loan $1 billion US cedi equivalent. 1 billion Ghana cedi to cedi equivalent to dollar. Yes, signing emergency a parliament select committee on finance. I signed that deal said they were going to put up a testing center in Navrongo and Tamale. And why Abiansi? Because you call World Bank, you call Jiska, you call IMF, Jiska, you call Omanpeni, John Dramani, Mama, and who say, Tamana pandemic, Ebola Bayano. Also, in future, there will be pandemics. Was setting up stabilization fund. So, anytime there will be a shamble and a crack in the economy, no, young people have fund, and stable economy. Omanpeni, Yibi, Eddie Bayer. Bank of Ghana, Eko Boroska, individuals, despite Musumu Tuabi, Chiche Piawata. Edi ka ho di ma man penso no kwa mo anu mo man fa nkoma nkrofo no kese ne nyina ye kwanya ye ba ye no sa sika nyina mo mfa nkwa ye hwe afa die ye nyina sa sika ba ye mo adi nyina wie ebedu amuso mbe me COVID-19 relief fund afa mo so uni party card mo dem ma e tete sika we nyina ma party people 5,000 kese COVID-19 vaccines ba nyame adom vaccines na ba say magana for so ho enwu biom eno so enwu sika na mo pese mo ko wi ayi afa ye bisa wo se na wa adwen mu e obibi aka ni bani ma ya anka that na oye no it's a word of karma aka says at that moment no aka say the chairman of the committee no on free ambulance no mbra no the adjumemeno da kwa pantai yakwa na yakwa ya detoxification amano na ya rehabilitation ya rehab ni wi na say that committee because minu ka say die pen no when he doesn't think straight don't think straight. It's a psychological issue. He need a psychologist. He need to be reformed. And I didn't ya ba na ya be yesika na what the man kwafo na mo di no sika bia akodi baby na sika akodi baby
no ka
oh baby o kan da nipa no think straight o ka say won di me ngini this say because there's a mental issue per on no word anti uni right mood am bia man unti so na pa uni mood mu nti bia say uni na nti he need a reformation. He need a rehabilitation center. I think 3 months be the best. Minimum is 3 months. Maximum is 6 months. Nti ema na 3 months be oba wia. Yenya botre yantwe sika na kodi obebino. Wan hwe doso.
At that time he was not thinking straight.
It is still president na so straight na nya mae. Na to say what think straight no solution man dey bra. Nti e say
anybody nipa ne so onya.
Sika na da sika na bia kodi baby. Ebia enye eka no sika na bia kodi baby. Nti yan fa no ko psychiatric na reform no ye wi an fa na ya be na asem because adwuma me nka me bu no pa o anka nya asem me ntimi kasem ti anada won se me kama asem me pese me ka bia ntia no me ka ne waka because sam nim domafo ni domahini any ukọ domapa last me kodoma me ba mo di me babrekum e di me kwa infie hotel me nim sanko for no sam me bu o mo domafo no bu no fo no de me de me bu o mo pa nti me pese me ka ntia o mo ade hye ba wa go mo ni maso.
That's it.
And yan hwe na animani ma his resource will be waste. Yan hwe na yan treat no. Ya treat no wie na ya yan bibia correct na ya pe bibia ma no.
That's Richard Manribe, NDC National Communications Team member and Oten and Kano. Na mamenko Padmo eso. Hey. The middle of this. At least you can spend the bare 30 minutes up to 3:30.
Me da wase na etie for so me da obi asen so.
Mateme da say Padmo yen to aso.
Padmo
yen to aso na dey some nyam na
me person me correct answer na reach the The minister did not say I didn't think straight. Or say I didn't think properly. It's rather the opposite. Meba. Who can say, okay, and it meant something different. It means I'm a twisting the view. Baby, it means I'm a spinning on that. Now, yes, you can have issues with minister. You know, like sending a menu again. I'm right, didn't call vetting, you busan on testing a wokotuka. Minister Kasu Nimo. It was a bit shocking to Nipa Bibri, say Minister of Health, now say Unimowe. And this time, Waba, another committee, and you are telling us, say, Adibia, we ye, no. Now, 1, 2, 1, say, I'm quite cheap. Minister, no, elevate himself to the public discussion or subjecting him to that. But, young issue now, what you are just on, say, on resign and now say, yen sakeno. Because of Sputnik issue. One, there's an admission say Emra na yekope vaccinator no near emergency situation. There's no doubt. If we are seeing na yare we hu bi da. Ade an betimi aboa en say yem hwe ye hu su ye. Yem boye hu ba yen hwe nose mask yen hwe yen sa yen tete yen tem. Enna nyamia ye adom ne asese ye nya vaccine. Vaccine here by in so areas in over 7 billion. Company be any we are see a winning a great company so bet me produce 14 billion vaccine because over baako be wo mienu nya baako pe. Enti the little vaccine na ya produce no. Eno na wiase country bia pa to BIAMAH enkofo. Wunim minim etiefo mutie nim say in basic economics they say when your demand is high your supply or your pricing goes up. That's what supply you say. Low supply, high demand, high pricing. So at that moment now, no cause emergency or you drink Ghana for a better near bo young kwan ho ban. Adi anu so bi ni market a wo koya na wo koto. It is obi abano see obetimi ayusu ono no connection links a wo no my be. Na mum say no turn dia me sure say the miss na or drink Ghana for young kwan ho first. So the principle or you can say the business case no na a genuine. I was say you near drone on your Ghana for a buying. Genuine business case, no doubt about that. The toss me no now your emergency situation, no doubt about that. The only problem I say I buy in is that process now of fashion. Is the process and I put baby what you say. Emergency interest titi amraso. Emergency interest idea was ye ini say ye. One there's an admission say yes. Not because of situation, when to me I'm funny man actually, which then an amenia air spending on. To a bit more say, oh, but Ajima Meno, you are a chartered accountant. Accountant nisika sem dear, win to me country say. Obidi na ade abetu anim say or ton ade we say as the accountant in you will not work out the figures. You will definitely do. Again, serving on the public account committee, you know the processes are the first one. Obviously, not much I was say oh dear we ye at the panel. I mean with some they met me can say to resign or not. Minister na decision to take one. The second option is the president's decision to take. And a minister nan so ebe say on way the bia and you may be in tray ebeto. On principle, ubetaka na say ya nto and dan to a enye ntua ye twam ya mfe sika anko. But you see the process now you flout in itself as a minister. And he puts the government and the presidency in a particular way. Say, but it's even on that process, I think honorably, minister should admit Bibia Kosowa in Chey. Many because I was saying more hypocrisy. More did the same thing Dibuache Jako. And I'm more pamoni free abemu because now we work on content quite a good tieska. But Ebiaba Mundi Amoniano. People are throwing back and maybe or decisions be a MPP at us because of what has happened. One concern and Mefa so there too, a bit more for especially ministers near appointees. The enemy was saying and said minister himself was here to in row. Technical team minister no more year no masun DNA say. Because the Ministry of Health, your technical team, you got to vaccine, your minister na sorry, and no dear no negotiations. It's a team now you put them together. Someone negotiate motion ye uno, a dear Juma and no more year. No more year, Juma no the command minister no. And our minister and they put two team aside. And on what to know see what dear anymore. I doubt maybe a team in a year, but on a year head, definitely on a back. The team in a year, then obviously you can say that the minister was a bit misled by the team. But if the minister is admitting, say, oh, I myself as a minister, me I'm it now subi and I may negotiation now, then you can say, any minister, we hold you responsible. Your technical team is still come back to you, but no, you have some certain room of exit beer intimate because you are not a technical person. So if the technical people come to you and say As a minister, you weigh the options, you take the advice. So if it's yeah, okay, let's go for it. But so yeah, you involve it, technical team be and I am mere by virtue of being a minister.
But the idea, amount for Ghana for idea, and so the procure vaccines aba into Obianya ready, Enyabapa, Obia, Ebenya be our near. Then I minister be appear before parliament now. Because of your contract grano, because Nippon say or not and supply in non and farmer. Doesn't it sound a bit fishy?
Bisa will be question, be say, Mammy, Fanny say, Minister Tiesika about $19 or $21 na near Pessia quarter vaccine. And by now I can say, yenya 60 million vaccines for Ghana and Ibia. I say, would we still be talking about the cost? Me so say kaya ye hwie gina and I always ke kwa ne dem ka di lai mu ekope vaccine na wo. Because at that moment you are thinking of onkwa. Enye sika na ye di aton. After all, unya onkwa sika ye dai. So at that moment the obedwene no enkwa ehu hia esen sika. Enti say sika betimi akoto vaccine no na over 30 million Ghanaians ya boyen kwa ho ban a. And then possibly, I'm not the minister, but possibly when he said, he wasn't thinking straight on the processes, not on the decision to buy the vaccine, but on the process, Maybe this is what no, Yam sevu yam kwa ansana sika krano sika de see betoi. It's yan to vaccine, And I'm thinking, but and also say, who a good case, who a good business case, but process, follow. Because I say, Kobai, I said, go through cry, and you might what boom riding in a so. But yes, sir, it is all Chinabi Obizu Koyabia, near can say. But your best regana for me, Maka, I am me, and I may take a decision on him, and maybe I would have relieved him of his post. I am me personally, I would, and I would do it. Because if I may feel say, I do see you as a minister that even in emergency situation, keep your cool head, find a solution. That would be best for our mind.
When you say Ghana, you have bureaucratic way of doing things and also air account.
I would doubt. You see, Obi by or some the moment in Banbaka or you kick in the process. Process ni aye da hoda da wo. Etinya fei na wo kwa reinvent then. And what that is any part by procurement now was a kick here. Okay, so what is the procurement process?
Emergency way of putting things before parliament.
Of purchasing and near money bibia. Which me lay no as emergency ni na be go through. So the process in the hoda da. But how money trim cry no and non the man ye yakakra because the emergency abandon minister and kai processor. And it's worrying. It's worrying. Because what be junior staff go yeah, what do we say? Because a minister can't keep his cool in this situation and do the right thing. That's why I'm saying na dream pano, but a quina no fashion and they kakra amwa.
Kaba.
Yeah.
Oh,
you see, the intention of Krano is a good enough a cut to Ghana. Because the publication did not come from Ghana. If you Ghana, no way need journalists. And they're publishing it internationally. So Ghana, a fishy deal with Obi. I don't book Ghana for any panic or book Ghana. So obviously, I say Ghana din.
Now is it true say that Alhaji whatever no?
Yes, he's a wanted. Some countries are banning, and I know that in some places, in some countries, or Kokra interponing my betchen because of the past deals. There's no doubt about it. Yes, BBC but I know they're in the personal idea. But then I can say near here vaccine. And also bet me. No, me was samples any okay. What the samples by itself? I'm met media mammo. So what Jenny or mamma? But the fact say yeah, Jenny mamma does not mean say young to a quina at the beginning. For example, Obida became na Let me do traffic light. I say, Messi do that became me to school quarrel. Nam the car boom. Does not make sense. Say, Nani pani who me car munti now some do hospital. It was a kunipa or kwanso a wokunipano. No, it does not work like that.
Okay. Mami Biama Soldier, please. Ghana should be careful on the Minister of Health, Mr. Ajuma Menu, because the Minister of Tunisia has been dismissed as he did not act to bring down the COVID-19 in Tunisia. Please, I don't know the age of the NDC man at your program, but advise him to be careful when he is talking about personalities. It's only doctors who can say things about a person's health, and the health minister acted swiftly to save lives. The health minister will not resign today or tomorrow. Tatai Gulf Estates and Ode Ebaye. Our current system under the government is very sick. Instead of them creating generational wealth to make lives very comfortable for us, they are rather generating generational debts for the unborn generations to come and inherit. Fix the country now. Positive change. Medina. DMZ1, greetings to you. Please, the new IGB should work on the security matters of the country so that everybody will be safe. Accra, Oliver, and also the buy. Bambi, people are taking advantage of the poor road network, street lights, and bad communication network areas for robbery. Needs attention. Uncle Ebo, Edway Fritema. In Shraba and Nelka, I'm so fortunate that I have witnessed both JDM's administration and Nanado's administration, and the difference is that JDM's administration is the worst, the most poorest, and the most visionless, while Nanado's government is a policy-oriented government. God bless Ghana. God bless Nanado. Rest in peace, Uncle Atos Painters, a true food soldier. Yo, no. Mami Soldier, the NDC should give us a break. Why must the travels of the president be a topic? Are we serious at all? R.I.P. Uncle Ato. Nanam Ponsa Bediakon. And also, anyway, a buy. No other agbe them so dear Macken Canada. Walanyo Edway Friakwetia. Was Mami Soldier, we lost a friend and a patriot who was who was your ardent listener and who used to contribute to your program. He's called Uncle Ato Painters. I don't know if you remember him. May his gentle soul rest in peace. Martini dia wa sending messages near the Bremen. Oh, me show you so, but personally, I don't know him. May his soul rest in peace. Emma onene busuenye na yako. Amesha as a man, and I'm a somewhere nana so hine. And also they know they can't be transferred outside the department. The transfer must be general and not limited to the MTTD department. Oh, okay. Okay, I see. Now I understand. Tarif Salifu Beidu, Mami Biama, a friend of mine had his air conditioning stolen in Ashaman. When he told me, I went to an area, contacted a guy who charged me 50 Ghana cedis. I gave him the money. He asked me to wait for him. Within 20 minutes, he returned with the air conditioning set. The police know the criminal. Edio. As a man, and was say as a man ventures chronom opposite the market. Congratulations to Dr. George Akufu Dampare as an acting IGP, wishing him the best in his administration to come and fight robbery and criminalities in Ghana. Positive change, Medina. Our current system under this government is very sick. I think I've read it. And I mean for Apostle Isaac Apochi, Eddie, and sorry so. I say Ghana is a very interesting country. Very, very interesting. We have people to even defend criminality. Health minister skipped parliament to put health of Ghanaians in criminal act for his selfish interest, and we have someone here defending this act. Ghana is a joke country. Who is defending who? Isaac Apoche. Who is defending? Please let me know. That's Elho. Admo. Yentwa and Commonos. Yet was why I share Minister of Finance. Iraq and Koreata. No na Ghana nyina oye esi agudu. Upesika ewo Ghana in the name of Ghana. Put me and bypass finance minister. Na onko bebia enko nkoje ma onsa nkada. Nanu ye wo ha e na yera Samuel Okuje to Blackwa. Eko file 2 emergency questions. Questions no ba kon defense minister eba be yi ano. Enti edru finance minister so no. Enna oba no beka so. He needs more time. Why consultations and sana ede enura na sa akwanya ne bae na finance minister okoye na asem o ebisa no a o se enye me na answer no wo me ho na emom se mo pe answer no a onko security ministry wadada Ghana for na wadada parliament.
That's MAAME. On that parliament, on that Ghana. Nitia woman said the finance minister said, Mintimi fan tuja. Some can nitia woman no.
Okay.
Mintimi fan tuja because me the tuja a national security issue. National security issues nyen to kwankwa any armed robberies ni mankwa. Me no tie say unemployment will krum ha. It drew some certain level. It is a national security issue. Because when 2-1 more, and yes, of South Africa. Sure, for better good more shop near the baby. So, the minute is say, yes, President Kobe be a baby, I'm fancy come to ja. Unim near my betimia spake, unim near my ebay. So sometimes it's important, say, you be beer and you can obey them. And minim professor members of more parliament. Omunim enema we bi so enye bibia na ebeka na bontin. That is why me no tie say you busa say national security ministry sika say na ede mo every year obi anim because national security minister ntimi metena meka nche say minya sika say na mdi we akoye we na ye operation bi say ne waka onema wo ye nyina akire then your security ya side ato abontin. So sometimes you keep near maybe from the public domain because say mayor this issue. But say you can also say more part. The national security is responsible for president, movement in Niema. And the reason being that President Betu Kwanya and your finance minister Juma. Finance minister the Juma say the more the request a bar and now you go through now or preview Betuya near Tia. Say what's the unfair president trip home na ye na ope enipa e kan home ne ne koye baby a koye aduane a wodi ye ye oda eno no unfair mra ana bibia play na ofu ye no kan kwa na so ye unfair mra na hu
come say bi okodware wo esoro se then play na of fire no too expensive minim I don't know.
Me can and I shared my view on this on the presidential private jet na president. For me, the na just one stop say Accra, Paris. And President Koye. And why not say the president yen to the entire first class Air France because Air France bagana. That entire first class yen to money into need two from Accra, Paris straight. No. But the trip wasn't just as simple as any person me train say o Paris nkwa. O free o sa to so echo baby. But ye nyina ye Ghana engine tum say ye ni presidential jet. It is what's ye Tobia in Tobi.
The honor there.
Yeah, wo no se ano. Former president ko photo ya ni you see. Now, once the president to quite call New York. I think that was 2 years ago, 1.5 years ago. Now, almost returning a 2 year on engine back, a catch fire. It almost a sign, a na president fire, a shall buy, and no more repair. Now, the information we all have, and say, per technical advice, that plane, it is a flight distances more than 5 hours. Because engines, maybe possibly no. A quarter that a year. It's Yamfa and Nuntutu to acquire war. Me call Gambia, me call Burkina, me call Togo. Short distances. It's just here, Menoka say UN Assembly, Asia, General Assembly, Shia. Also, President Akufo-Addo, claim Benwa de Beko. Because your current presidential jet ain't me Fadenko. It's your biggest any debia president be too quiet more than 5 hours on the passengers then go for plane. There's nothing wrong, but sometimes the security of a president, or money in action inside. And then when your private jet, no any interact etnum no mobile. Why not? But ye no private jet, they be answer. Ebe boy ka intimi. It's any once and for all. Ye na ye nimni engine tum. Na de wo ho no ye nton a. Ye nton for fry. Bet me serve that purpose. But ye be jina so aka so because of enunti ene hutu kwan bi a wo say ye hu sika di tu kwan ne ma di kwan a. We are not being fair to Ghana for ye yan ye ho. And the office of the president. And then Nana Akufo-Addo. Ochina by 2024, Nana Akufo-Addo will not be there. Ebet me any other person. Ebet me aye wo. So also bet na one year to kwanya. Sign a Ghana for be treat you. It's yanya careful what we call for now. The fee say be aye e dey Akufo-Addo ni MPP na unpopular. But Akufo-Addo MPP ni wa party bi a obabia no. Also bet na the same problem. Because if you are being advised, say, Nisa offline continuously for more than 5 hours, on them Atlantic, because if you are going to do Senegal, what about 2.5, 3 hours? I think I will bet TSC Atlantic, New York. Now 5 hours now, so not playing to Akotun Somaku. The president, because I need himself playing to me for them when they didn't quote name. No, such mistakes didn't mean yet. It's your best, sir. And your information beyond finance minister has some 8 hours, and yes, or snobby.
But dear, not a bit more can say. At then a beginning, one has I mean to me, Mammo, answers now, Moshano, a Hannah Mubiano. Then Momo can say, young mount time. Now, equa prepare. I am sure, sir, Mama time, no possibly I will be engaging with the national security, so Mama detail. But national security visa, finance minister, Obana Ubisa same way. Young fat details of president Nadia Mao, never got to public domain. We can't do that. It is definitely finance minister is crippled with information. Going to me, ma, I'm Fabibia onim emetuja. That's what I was saying here, young co. And in any case, and say, what is a former president Mama Okasa was I deal with? Oh, not really. Yes. Because what's not so and he knows what it means. President Kofo and Kasa. And as former president, I know that Omo national security briefings. Because I'm a former president, sometimes they are briefed on a Niema being in Niema Koso. So I am sure the president should be able to have some of the former president should be able to have some of this information. Enti yam fa betu jana Ghana phone you hear never say won Akufo-Addo obaso be bo Ghana sika ban. And again me can say Akufo-Addo indeterminate plainer or what them dey tukwan. It is not Akufo-Addo who determines. Akufo-Addo determines say me wa appointment e wa Geneva, Switzerland. E was say meko. So whichever protocol, whichever national security team e was say working on getting me to Geneva e mojuma. It has President Median said, Mr. President, you are taking off 7:30 GMT from Kotoka. No, that arrangement, is handled by different people. President Ngase, me call Trinidad and Tobago. It's money British Airways in Casa, na monko flight na a day until is it too kind or na fed too kind. No, the president cannot do that. But if president say me call Trinidad and Tobago, now until is it plane I didn't too kind or market him. It mean for other president call. Now at that moment they are affordable a bit me for the security ni BIAMAH okay they are available. The team can decide to go for that than going for a beer. Ghana Airways flight to be a DC time be a repair. I need to intimate for them. Of course. If you must do just and say one now fine. It's woman a president. I get it. As if a president now sorry. Officer, we no omo yes I know omo expose the president. And I know the presidency, but you know, senior politics here in Ghana. Let me capitalize and make the government unpopular so that I become popular with the masses. Who opposition? I want some break. They abandon beer and so on. That is how it has been. NDC also is your NPP 4 years.
MPP about NDC for ye. But I think that it's about time. Some key issues, especially a border on our presidency, you're careful how we deal with it, especially when their life it has risk. So you president are number one, the security you're gonna phone you said it. At any point in time, what as a president go for passenger plane, now private jet or what? Because of the security, I was here the private in the neko. Now go for passenger plane and a hijack because what? Now we're in the day. What risk of president life? Obi ako hijack plane no. Plane so ekuta Ghana president. Meanwhile, you can high private aid in the koya. Nko ma me fa MAAME just be see any example. Family the NGO bi o Ghana, NGO kese pa. Na one time ye kwa head office wo US. Omo check it ticket no. Travel and tour for quotations omo de buy no. This kind no. I'm saying video better than your ticket na MAAME call online. Details because British Airways online BBA na MAAME bookie ticket ye BBA and it was cheaper. But auto tickets ana who din na dia it just a wo na wo kotie sika no wo di mu British Airways na the pay in no akomomo. So I just say okay any sadia o transfer sika no MAAME to MAAME account no more transfer from my account to Airways. Auditors buy. It was a big issue. And did I seek to benefit? Entina me this car to me account to Kotoye. He's just explaining that these are the quotes are a buyer, and now we needed to save money. You know what they told me? They said, partner, you know what? Don't ever do this thing again in your life. Never in your life do it again. So take it, no more than 3 times to cry. Let the company do the processes and pay. What dream panel, okay. But the process, goes against the audit process.
As you were talking about in terms of the
finance minister, health minister, what dream panel about process, it be a beko etie bibi. And you're careful. Your dream panel say, yen service, but not a president. Akwatiato. So your dream panel say, Ghana, Yeniska, a common dear president, so be Zika, who might, they see then on for passenger plane, on for we say. And I can say, just one trip Accra Paria. Possibly you could have decided so with them, because at the president on 4 passenger plane now. What would be that? So can say no. But say, share the security options. I will be free or say Choma Besiako South Africa, no free South Africa, no Ghana. Young president more trotro. Is that what we are saying? No afa Air France, no Kosi. Oba, no afa. Says South African Airways go bankrupt in Timusa. No Asafa, no Besi Ghana. We are no Afa Kenya Airways, no Kosi Nairobi, no Asafa from Nairobi, no Ko Johannesburg. Is that what we want for our president? No, it's not possible. Not possible. The yen to me, ye near Betobia, yen Pesika, Tobi. But the argument that the Bia answer Bako Hino, yen Timinko hide the Bia, yen Niska. Yes. And the legitimate your tongue old one near to be so to new one. About why you know my but finance minister the can say mean to me and fan to because me the national security. It's near national security and among information more.
That's a part more once a metrato.
Well, they met me I can't actually a tea for Negana for you.
Concerning and then command.
And commanding some I no a Ghana ye. Sometimes, and many are rich near other NDC for you share on other platforms. And so, all the NDC for moments so Padmore their own to Jengum. They feel, say, Padmore is a type of MPP communicator as what kind of credit. It's your NPP or Becca on Spain on it. I think so. Your group point to be the generation are yes for politics. The man who create in the enemy. And not nebeboa. Because every opportunity as a president, edema the young ones. And me no can say special prosecutor.
So another young fellow.
43 years. Yeah, current attorney general Teso, 42 years. Yeah, can say IGP so the youngest in the Fourth Republic. So the presidency is willing to give the young people the opportunity. Now, if he say we need no create president, let me identify no about that opportunity. Yes, sometimes it's good to do politics, but know when you are doing the politics. When it's an issue, or man put to there, you find your politics. It is member no mutie aspano. Momo who say politics there, what kind of credit and no credit politics there, open the crack with this or no. What kind of credit it saves you and the boy ship Ghana so.
Meda sipi ebusia eni awoti ye pad mobile for Japan oka NPP National Communications Team no eho oni yenua Richard Manribe ono so eka NDC National Communications Team no eho empanyefo mienu nene ye no omo esi nkonwa ehwe nkomo ewo memanti edwumadie so ye de asedan ni kabia this way chocolate drink de wo hia ewie eye enso hia special products wo mo eboa yen and best point savings and loans womu nyina taye chi emi adwumade ya bro mejima ho me na magenkrato egenkrato no wie pepepa ye beba ni abebie telephone lines na onso mo de magenkere abatweme e basisia
Ponkno Needs FM. What's cool, fresh and trendy with a new look? Makes you feel real good, that refreshing vibe. Satisfies you right just the way you like. Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? Ain't gotta do it alone. Specialized makes you glow. Anytime, anywhere. Specialized feel different. Always think special ice, natural mineral water. Feel different. Think special. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Efiora, me mwachio Efiora. Yes on. Machio Efiora. Efiora me chia wonye so. Hey, Ewra, enfase ma msu. Wati? E ba force search ya me. Mo yem no. Won so pepe. Hey, oh, wafi, we dia me pese oni Efiora bekon. Eh, Efiora we dia ye kwa sori abo. Ewrade. Momo kwa sori. Ye pompaye. Ewrade ka soro ho a. Wati? E be se wo ba hwa wa kraba kumpo wunya. Onipa da se netimi koto this way chocolate drink. No ne yire ne ma edi nsuo hie twabia nom anopa. No wi a wasade bia hye fridge mu. Wo mako school pon a wasan ba be yia nom. Enu mpore se ne nka ne twaso mu pa ende ye rekore. Ne fie wura beti ha. Anopa diu, ewia diu, enumre dia mo no makodeu. Mo mame. Na mu wi a ma soro akotra so ndem se ye kosum ya. Mesi na dia ya late nso me yanki kabinje Efiora ya wi ya kwasere body pache ke Efiora wuti fia se light bi no water bi ba wuntua bi wo boa se sika na fa koto this way chocolate drink na ba nom ka hwe me ka chi o pre nya pre fa say this way chocolate drink no metumi ato bi pa na so na me de so mo ahwe wate e de me hia ne nsuohie na nsuohie so me ntoi se me bufu a metumi ato bag mu a wate yeah Efiora we nkwa de ma abunfu e koto nyanhwe Efiora fi de ya bro ma abunfu bi munyam sumponie na mo ba ya trimodefo
FDA anhwe se adwede nkrato mu agye atom se eye
wonia na wo se go kansi ahodo ekoso life eni da honwan ase wa wo so te agopoma so obi ana
Eboso feel
and now per channels oha eni echiwi utumi nya ne free
Eboso feel
awofo etumi chire ne wo ma betumi ahwe ana
Eboso feel
and now utumi ho programs owo na otwe ne mu nyina
Eboso feel
and now boso miensa edikan wontu ahwe
Eboso feel
wolum na 89.99 Ghana cedis per
Can we say Sia for 89.99 Ghana cedis per to HD plastic coda ya na hwe woni so de papa bi buso miensa edikan wontu ahwe onua jakonya ewanim pe na hwe agokansie ahodo live ewo HD plus eboso feel akrade mu commodity TV dealer ana electroland for asuye ahodo ewo Ghana ha ba bia na to HD plastic coda ya akrade be free ase 7 June na ba na wieye 9 August 2021. Utie oha echi ponkno Needs FM.
For your being telephone lines and Atumwane Sana, where Japan, Francis. No, good afternoon, Mami. The new IGP should not allow those politicians to control him. He has been appointed to serve Ghanaians and not the MPP or the NDC. And also, the Abandon na Mamifa way entram kra Master P London. No, Mami BIAMAH. I really like Padmo's submissions. Very fantastic one and always on point. My regards to Alhaji Labaran Yakubu Bari, incoming MCE for Ashaman Municipality. Master P London NOD way if we buy. Ye be a telephone lines now to 0302-243-540 and 0302-257 okay, it's a line 1 pe and a year Juma. It is 0302-243-540. Hello.
Mommy Beyonce.
Yes, dear. Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Afternoon, Mommy Beyonce.
Ano meshiani?
Na okasa Peter Bora.
Acho metio.
Mami mo abaso na memfo wa fidie so anchia engineer. Lai engineer Emmanuel lai dai ewo kro papa ne bona mo den wo pa. Na yeru ani committee ewo okan kwita ono so mechia no. Na Razak kwajufu ono so mechia no. Na yeru akenda mechia. Me mami me papa ya obetna wa kasa yi. Na ahwe ne kasa na okasa ye na ekoma NDC fo. Mami ye ka amamu chichire ya. Na nado dango po ana ne wa me yehu amamu chichire ho mfaso. Cause you are mahama e bi dia ko nsu fi mo hwe. Se o hawo ne bi die mami Ghana ko ko. Na ono aye fa mama ne ka se Ghana ko ye pa. Na o dum so 5 years papa ye ko ye na ye rufi. Na ye mu bona na dango po ado so bo. Na o timi se Ghana fo no. Say ye say ye pa because we are watching that. I hear the tomb. Then people so come now. Here, let me say no say. Here now, they want another than go forward with the education about my neck. Where are you people? You want another than go forward with Edia. We have insurance. Of course, but there is no paper. You want my have insurance. Come up, Pala. You need to be from out.
Yo, meda sipi, meda sekwana ubin so emra. 0302-243-540. Hello.
Hi.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Wabo train.
Yamina dum kachi. Intio.
Wabo beremedi ke tra ofeni oboso maseku ya pima minche nyankopon. Nyankopon chemi chemi na minche Joshua mi do akamba national organizer papa na minche o mampeki John mani manuma. Kunja dishie minche na papa. Dunia MPP no ti wonu medi ni hu ye papa. Ye ti wo meyim. School funya school dan ko school play na ye kan wa se on minister na be no wan ka se play ni yo wo se gware ni play num ta se ba pa ku for na mu wi mo no gware nti e gware ni play num enu nti na wo tata play sika twitwi de we mu bei se bi mpediasa apampa mu to aye to nka tene bro so kwa mu CBM mu fra wo ko school mu nya school mu fra wo ticket wo mo ke tia ma nese fo ke tia ma na kuna mo se mo aba wo di aba no pese afini wo mo ntia wo mo ka pese sika we na mo di tata ko no be studio ho pese ye mo a ye ti wo meyim pese ya duma Ghana fu ya tele papa do be guni nyina minister mekana ntia wo se ye nko bisa aye national security se bi impedia san ye ba ko for ba to be wiye no wa kum ye no wa sen ye ne Ghana for pen o mo ne ya ko for do se o mo do ja family ma kwan kan se o mo tu ba ma no ani ne ye brei ni ye pe no mo ye o de ye no ye ke no we ntie ti chia me yire no mo nyina
Eda sekretary kwana obi so emra 0302-243-540. Hello. Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Anamu akuni.
But where wa unia na amwako mame awie mame wa basune duma so ya ma o my Ghana na mi nema aye yenia anka aton aye sprinters na me nyina ya akọ se ya hwe yenia ba ko anka aton na bia ya ko farensi en problem ko da chi bia na yesia ai bia ma ya fre o mampanyin ze fre na MDC ani DC a chedo achedo ama impuntu enkoso awo yem patam you better man pay say the dey die on pay di nimda abontin na ye ni pay di say na enkroma awo ka is in place of god mebu nyina esu fe na enkroma say ono beti dey impuntu ani ye di abaka is endo mu ko be in place so you better man pay say omo na enkroma ba ga MC awo do mu ko be ga is
that's hello 0302243540 0302252340. Hello. Unso pon ni bi. Obetimi afre 0302243540. Hello. 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 Obonimo. I was at 0302243540. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Collins, the Kasa free, I'm a money.
Yo, Collins, it's you.
I'm in here with you. I'm in here to answer my incoming deputy communication officer. In the Abba, share the year in Sama to be way, everything our lemon. MPP ni papa, they didn't know your papa. Share BIAMAH, really, or that man for name. And what my gun. And yes, I'm Kituao, a net, Biani Boya Dini. I want Memo Hayatimian Greek minister, Sibiani Puso. Chambermain can of create say a home. Lay up for NDC, MPP, near your mother, no Macasania, Ghana for bread, the one penny and Lakufa would buy a semi Baba boy, a sick who buy, who Baba Papa base space, the sick who buy a Mayan. Usika now would be a 220 million to Sicano, and net. Who buy for an aqua do 470 million. Yama be beside you or today a month in your DFA. Why, yes, you must be a bra, yes, Jimmy to and that's all there. The bank account to crowd with 100 million crafted the Muda. And yes, so Mamma, who did that chance one and would be so my Mohana 2024 year. It's Allah. Then you're gonna for 12 by will. I know better to
that's also bet me after 0302243540. Hello. Good afternoon. Pacho didn't be afraid. Yo, it's you, Kobe.
Me more about so.
That's
what do my uncle pointed out. Me for obedience and chia doctor to my books, one year soup, or one of them. Me mammy, NDC for never. No more because Ira, another danko fuado. A time you want to more. Let me be sa almost say, Ira Mahama, Tam, no for Nama, Emma Ghana, Juana. And now you run another danko fuado. Ira Mahama, Tam, no, buy no baby, you will be a wafa Ghana for you, boom. And now, another Ababe stop for mana. Among Muna, another danko fuado people. That's the NDC was say, Omunya go no church. No one check among papa, another danko fuado people. Mami factories are ye di one grown, me di money book factories are another danko fuado, I owe my moon. Ye 76 factories. You are Mahama, ever better commercial film or trick. Mammy factory back what was Yama and sugar factory. What can you agree in film or criminal? I'm a sugar factory and another danko fuado and Abba Eshimukina. It's the American Ghana for the say, people how near be this year and this is what you film or you. Another danko fuado at that room and net. I will fun and come to Mapusia war. Or more, I will fun and come to Coco, Ecosia was office of Omo school. And then another danko fuado and Nico Ama and then maybe you run despite Babico school. Maybe not they are Babico school. Another danko fuado up Wama and net.
Medasi pe also bet me afraid. Hello. Good afternoon. Pacho didn't be afraid.
Good afternoon, Mami Soja. Pacho, your family Oga Willie. Mami,
Oga, it's you.
Me can say, Ghana for Enya Abotre Emma Abanwe. Because they share or how and it's for the Kumu, do some dear Kumu. Unemployment ebu so ewo memu emebe ye demonstration e papa joma ma se ono onye magical obeto akomade mo onye adwuma bia ye e se nanado aba na oman aye yari sika na aka dompe no dompe ne ananado no 76 factors e ye adwuma and Nanado no, what if you want for one damn war, and Nanado no, Waka Ambulance 7, and a Mabu, maybe a yes, Ambulance 7, say, Biafo, 5 crana, the old camp, and can pass Mayana. They cannot put another Dubai, and it's for and yet, what if you your join us when you're going to the Mama 7 against Syria, and can you say you're 12 years crowd. Yes, I take allowance, and it's for trouble. Then another by Ofia. Member will get so yes, man. Another for when the next for a year, my just a year, another Sabbath. This is how the bay. Say, Aquano on 90 school are there for okay 8 days and another school. Oh, you can actually what the direction of Bustiano. Wait, another ma, Uncle Kuya, Fana. Another by in case say you control you what's in my family class on what you school. I don't know. You will take another Abu Ghana. Then it's going to put them together now for them. But so, Michael, now is just put my share for my do say Google for you our memu. Do something of it in the award down to my and I'm come on Kana.
Medasipi, I was here Hayani, I did Median in Abyssy. Asadaka Siankoma production crew headed by Joe Damia Dumak Jerry Sargeman of Frima Bankro. Wadaroma and our Bobo and Semina no a free cana uso edibesi and somewhere is in a coso. Nina, one more daroma. How much I am to moon live on Facebook. It's more share. Yes, send him messages in Yasu Yadamo say. More so mutimi ede monsam ne be FA yen WhatsApp line so no Yadamo sipi. Bedi ede MAAME BIAMAH AKWAFO betimi afra me biam se wa me sorry sway Ola Michael eba beji akonwa no agi entata de AKO FIE ya me ya doma wo chena efie me wo fanim pada ka brefrem po manso ozioma Mamudu ono ena eba beji akonwa no de mementi abrewo enti efri sa abre kosi se nyame ya doma na wo twofro ebesimo ebenada ebedru no de nyame ejamu nyina so